Good morning. Anyone there? Well, let's see here. I'm trying to play my morning sequence here. It's not working. Hello. What's all this then? I just don't get it. Yeah, sometimes it works. Sometimes it don't. And it ain't working. It's not working. I don't get it. Well. Yeah, if it was only working, it would be working. Let's do it again then. Oh, maybe that's it. No, that's not it. Well, it says that I have something. Do like a do like. Hey. Well, good morning, everyone. Seems to be getting a little bit easier to do this, but not by much. I suppose that at some point I'll have this down pretty tight, but it wasn't this morning. I don't know what the hell. I don't know what its trip was. You know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I am here. Cramps and all. No, it's not like that time. It's my legs cramp up my foot in the middle of the night. It just went. I felt like I had the feet on the Wicked Witch, right? The one that the house landed on, and then Dorothy took her shoes or got her shoes put on her, and then all of a sudden her feet shriveled up. Those were my feet in the middle of the night. It was so bad I had to get up and eat a half a banana. I hate bananas. I loathe bananas. 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 Totally. So I think I'm here. Man. Last night wore me out. I didn't get home till 11:30. Well, I didn't get the van unloaded until 11:30 and set up for this. Hello. Yeah, it just killed me. It just killed me. I'm gonna have to rethink this whole Monday night thing. It's it's quite the drag on my physicality, you know. I hurt. My whole left side is killing me. I don't know what the fuck I did. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Linus, for the pizza and the Coke last night. That was pretty cool. Yeah. I always enjoy coming out, hanging out there. It's a pretty cool place. The only bummer is it happens so late. Right? So late. I mean, I leave here at 4:30 in the p.m. and I don't get back until 9:30 in the p.m. That's, 11:30. That's why I didn't get back till 11:30. That's a long time. Let's do the math, right? 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30. That's too long, man. That's just 7 hours. I don't know that it's worth 7 hours to put this thing on, man. I know it's not worth what it does to me physically, for sure. It's just not worth it, man. It's just not worth it. I might have to figure something else out. You know what? It's fun. I enjoy it. All the musical instruments and all of the different people and the different types of music. It's just really cool, you know. Let me turn me up a little bit. There. Can you hear me now? Hello? Yeah. Totally destroyed. Oh, yeah. Man, you don't understand. Yeah, so here's my shirt then. This shirt says it all. I don't like morning people or mornings or people. I hate that the truth. Man. Oh, my eyes are squeaky. I got squeaky eyes. Oh, I better just drink some more of this coffee. You know what? I can't drink a whole lot of coffee today. I've got to take my daughter to the college to do her last EOPS meeting. Yeah. So last night's sound was We were about 50% better than the previous Monday. We set up Linus's PA and ran sound from that, and it was horrible. It was horrible. I had to keep screaming at people, stay away from the mic, and then that drove everybody, into a revolt. So yeah, it was revolting. I did try a few things at the end. I don't know that they helped. I'll have to review the footage. I don't know. I had some live, everything that I do here live seems to work. I can mic a guitar, plug a guitar in, do vocals, and everything seems to work out okay. It may be that the PA was putting out too strong a signal or the improper signal, right? So I think next week we'll go back to just Bush's PA. And it's possible we'll set up the other PA, but then just set up Bush's PA so we can run my stuff off of that, right? I think if we just set up a couple of mics with his PA, run it into mine, just mic everything, or at the very least, I'll set up a couple of mics or one dynamic mic and just mic the whole freaking area, you know, dude. Oh, speaking of the whole area, right? I gotta take this off. So we're there last night and we're cleaning up, and it's like 10:30, right? And we're breaking shit down, and we're just about ready to go. I'm just throwing the last of the drums into the van, and all of a sudden you can hear out on the highway somebody doing something, having a ruckus, right? They're arguing with themselves or with their feet or whatever. I don't know, but there's the sound of this argument out there, and it sounds like a couple of people, right? So a few minutes later, the argument's over, and all of a sudden, out of the darkness, appears this tall woman, right? Obviously European by the way she's dressed, by the way she looks, and then she opens her mouth and she has a European accent, right? I'm not going to try to guess where. I'm going to say Eastern Europe, all right? Something with a German, maybe a German. I don't know what it is about this place out here, but all of these tourists, they come out here and they just lose it. I don't know what their trip is. You know, some people just cannot take it. This lady came over and she walked right up the stage, right out of the stage. So what are you guys doing? What's going on out here? And the owner of the establishment is like, oh, could you please step off the stage? It's like, who are you? Who are you to don't back off of me? Don't tell me what to do. Who are you telling me what to do? What do you own the place? Yeah, I own the place. So what does that mean? You're better than me? And I mean, she's just going off like for no reason. She just showed up and started just she was obviously had been taken out of her environment and had been in the desert too long. Somebody gave her some bad jujubes or something, but she was fucked in the head. She was a wackadoo. And she finally wandered off into the darkness after everybody just kept telling her, look, lady, you're fucking nuts. Get the fuck out of here. You know, you can't tell people like that, oh, I'm going to call the cops, because they just sit down and say, well, call the fucking cops then, right? So we just ignored her, basically. We pretty much ignored her. I was out of my van like, fucking bitch comes near me, I'll slap the fucking cunt, right? I was like not having any of it, you know? It's like, 7 hours or 6 hours, and I'm like, fuck, I'm just beat. And then crazy lady, right? Oh man, whack-a-doodle in the noodle. So I get everything packed up and I get in the car. This time I have my glasses so I can see my way home. And lo and behold, quarter mile down the road, there she is standing in the middle of the fucking highway, waving at me, screaming, fuck you, motherfucking son of a fucking. It's like, what the hell? You know? Does she know me? No. Does she recognize me? Perhaps from the van at the bar. I mean, come on. What a fucking screwball. I'm like, don't turn the, don't. I mean, I really, maybe somebody did. I mean, she was just fucking right out in the middle of the goddamn road. I passed her honking my fucking horn, right? I wasn't about to slow the fuck down. That fucking wackadoo probably take out one of my windows. So, oh, and then I pass her honking my fucking, is laying on the horn and she's fucking screaming. And then an oncoming car is aimed right at her and has got to flash their headlights and scream their fucking horn to get her to get out of the fucking road. I don't know. I've seen this happen a few times out here, where you get these seemingly normal people, and they come out to the desert and somebody gives them mushrooms or acid, or they just get too much fucking sun, or maybe it's the magnetic vortex that just tweaks some people's fucking heads, right? Well, her head was fucking completely unscrewed. She was a nut job. I think the technical term for it is she had a fucking screw loose. That bitch was a fucking whack job. Yeah. And what the fuck are you doing out in the middle of the fucking night, walking through the fucking desert on some fucking lone highway anyway? Screw loose. Fuck. Yeah. You know, the world is overpopulated enough. you know, and we got all these fucking nut jobs. Well, we need to help them. We need to take care of them. It's not their fault. It's, yeah, right. Most of the time, it is their fucking fault. They've done something to themselves to cause this chemical imbalance in their brain, right? Pain is what causes a chemical imbalance in my brain. And right now, I am just going through fits of pain. Oh, God, I swear, my whole left side, from right up in here in my neck, all the way down into my arm and down into my side here, was just bothersome all night long. Not that I slept. I mean, geez, I got into bed at, what was it, fucking almost 1, and then just flopped around. Literally just flopped around. I maybe got an hour's sleep total, from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock, 4:20, if you will. But man, I am not feeling it. Not feeling it. Yeah, that's right. I'm just not feeling it. Oh man. So you can see my mirror, my screen is reflecting in the this one here. Where's that TV up there? Oh, there it is. It's right here. There it is. You can see my little screen. Gosh, that's cool. Can you hear me whisper? Can you hear me whisper? Hello, is anybody there? All right. So my plan this morning was to play some old TV stuff, right? Because last week or yesterday we watched Night of the Living Dead, an old movie. I kind of wanted to do Tuesdays talking about TV. And what have I got on here for TV? I've got some. I've got an hour of 1980s commercials. I've got actually an hour and 20 minutes. And then I've got a news broadcast from KABC in Los Angeles from 1980. Wow. So we'll get into that and we'll watch some TV, you know. I had fun watching that movie yesterday. I haven't seen that in decades, and that was a fucking blast. I'm always bummed at the end, you know. Dude makes it all the way through. It's like on Aliens, right? You know, if Ripley had made it all the way to the end, and then at the end of Aliens, the alien opens up the ship and she gets sucked out, and the alien's like, fuck you, right? That's just what it is. You know, that's fucked up. Dude made it all the way to the end, man. You know, it's like Hooper. They went to jump that bridge, and at the end of the movie, it just said, right? Hooper. Who knows what I'm friggin' talking about? Friggin' Hooper. Not the Hoople. Totally. I'm gonna have to do some fucking bong hits here, because, man, this pain is off the fucking charts. And I'm sick of it. I'm totally fucking sick of it, man. Would you please stop with the pain? Stop with the pain, man. Oh, so I did get up on stage last night. I did 2 songs. Okay, what did I do? I did Doing That Dope Again, which didn't sound all that great. I think because I couldn't hear myself, like most of the contestants on The Sound Is Wrong last night. I just stayed away from the mic and just sang. I don't know if I was in key. I don't think I was. Yeah. Bush said it sounded okay. You know, he went and checked the sound, and it was like, he said it sounded okay there. And then I asked him, you know, but out here, did it sound good out here? I mean, I don't know. I really do think I'm going to stick to recording my music rather than trying to do it live, because I just cannot get the live feel. You know, this hand was just wet. It was just stuck to the guitar. It was so wet. I was sweating. My knees were buckling. I was shaking. And I don't know why. I mean, I see these guys every week. You know, I'm not out to impress anyone. You know, I guess it's just natural. I get the heebie-jeebies. You know, when I was like in my 20s, I could go to a coffee shop and do that and still get the jitters, but it seemed like it was easier back then. You know, on it, you know, just like fucking wow. Yeah. Well, I can't remember when I'm supposed to go to the college today. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I'm hoping I get a chance to take a nap. Because I am just whooped. I don't think that I could go there, drive to the college, let her go in for her 5 or 10 minute meeting and not be passed out by the time she comes out to the van. Oh, and the van. Oh, that's right. Before I even think about taking her, I've got to clear out the front of the van. Oh, Bush found a TV last night on his way in, so I got to pull that in and see what's up with it. Hopefully it's in good shape. I can hook a VCR to it, and he and I can get together and create some kind of generic graphics for open mic. So whether it's here at open mic or at another open mic during the day, which I would really be awesome if we could get the same venue, only like Saturday afternoons, right? I think they do live music Thursdays and Fridays is what he said. He said he was doing Saturdays, but that fell through. We can't do Sundays because we don't want to compete with other open mics. But this nighttime shit is fucking killing me. It really is. I can't continue to do early mornings and late nights and early mornings. Now, if this was a Friday night gig, it would be no trouble because I could get up, do my Friday morning, pack up, do my Friday night, come home, and then just sleep all fucking Saturday. Or at least sleep in, right? And not have to get up. This is no fun. This is, I mean, not like this. This is too early. It's in the morning, and it fucking hurts me. So yeah, I think we're gonna do some commercials. Let's do 20 minutes of commercials, and then we'll do take a break and then do some news. Right? So let's check out some commercials here. So this commercial block is brought to you by Sable TV, just like it sounds, capitals, all capitals, SABLE, space TV. All right, Sable TV. We're gonna pause this guy. Pause. And I'm gonna rewind it here. And oh no, this is news. We don't want this one. We want this one. Oh, look at that. Oh my. Okay, people. This is a mid-1980s commercial collection from KABC TV 7 in Los Angeles. One of my favorite stations back then. Okay, here we go. Let me we are gonna go here and picture in picture, And there I am. And let's put me down here. And let's go, baby. Sound.
Who really makes the best-built American cars and trucks today? Not 2 or 3 years ago, today. A survey of owners of 1986 GM, Ford, and Chrysler models shows that as a group, Dodge, Plymouth, and Chrysler are the highest quality cars and trucks designed and built in North America. And only Chrysler backs the quality of every car and truck it builds with a 550 protection plan. In 1986, Chrysler makes the best-built, best-backed American cars and trucks, period.
Oh, that's going to get me booted off the radio. I'm going to mute that because that song right there is going to get me in trouble. I don't know why. I mean, it's on here, yeah. But at the same time, brewing company, right?
Honey, I'll only be a minute. I just need to pick up this one thing.
Kmart, where more people shop.
Turn it down, Mac.
And shop.
Art.
And shop.
Shop
Than anywhere else.
So what happened to the one thing?
It's in there.
America's favorite store.
Kmart, the saving place.
Wishbone. Salads wish for the taste of Dijon. What Dijon does for the classic country cuisine of France, it now does for salad dressing. Wishbone's new classic Dijons. Salads wish for Wishbone.
Your voice is really annoying.
Hey, Joe, where are the onions for my burger? It's got onions. They're inside. Inside?
We made it with Lipton onion soup mix.
Let Lipton's special seasonings and toasted onion pieces turn your burger into a
Great burger.
Soup up your burgers with Lipton.
I'll think about it.
Trust me, big guy. Send me in there. I can do it.
I thought about it. No.
Keith, you're going to love this deep
Yeah, Fred Braden.
Orama. Send me in, big guy. Let me take over. It'll be just like being underwater. Get it?
Look, Fred, I just want everyone to know. At Federated, you have the best price, the best advice, satisfaction guaranteed.
How about EO Price Wonder Weekend?
At Federated, a promise we make
is a promise we keep. I've got it. Tropical Lua Mambo Days. Keith, he is over the edge.
You remember Joey Zuzu?
It's not Jamaica. It's Las Vegas, man. Only at the Tropicana.
We'll pay a $100,000 jumbo CD rate on balances as small as $10,000. Home Fed, don't forget.
Families with extra hefty garbage need more than a wimpy bag. They need Steel Sack from Hefty. Wimpy. Steel Sack, forged extra strong so it works like a can.
What has the most durable
They
and
were
advanced shell
wearing
design for
Cylon
exceptional
helmets.
reliability? A higher particle density for better program reproduction. And the sharpest picture and clearest sound. The Max LT 120 EX video tape, $466 each, and the Max LT 120 HGX high grade, $647 each, in packages of 6.
Wow.
At Federated.
This is the BMW 635 CSI. It offers remarkable performance for about $44,000.
Wow.
This is the Thunderbird Turbo Coupe. It too offers remarkable performance for about $15,000. It makes you wonder, which is the ultimate driving machine?
Set your VCR for Classic Theater tonight at 1 a.m.
Stop making
Choosing a life insurance policy can make anyone feel helpless. You're at the mercy of strangers. Your hands are tied. You feel pressured. But help is never too far away. With Prudential, your agent has the time to talk to you, listen to you, and work with you until you have a piece of the rock you're comfortable with. No wonder more people choose Prudential for life insurance than any other company. You'll feel right by the rock. Prudential Life Insurance.
Gosh.
Today, hospitals have more medicines than ever to care for their patients. The one they choose most to relieve pain is Tylenol. Look, last year, hospitals dispensed Tylenol 10 times more than the next 4 brands combined. With so many pain relievers to choose from, isn't it reassuring to know the pain reliever hospitals use most is Tylenol? That's a good reason for you and your family to use Tylenol, too. Tylenol. The pain reliever hospitals use most.
Sounds like lobbyists to me.
You come on like a dream, peaches and cream, strawberry, blueberry too. You're all dope. You're beautiful. You're mine. What a heavenly sight. You're a creamy delight. Fresh, all natural too. You're all dope. You're beautiful. You're mine.
The guy just wants to be left alone in peace.
Aren't you going to take him in for questioning or anything?
Just leave him alone.
Norman, is that you?
Yes, Mother, it's me.
Psycho 3, rated R. Now at select theaters. Check newspapers.
AP, directed by Anthony Perkins. Wow, I did not know
Fire
that.
Brewing. It's more than a way to make Strohs and Stroh Light. It's a family tradition, passed down from one generation to another for over 200 years. It's what guarantees that smooth, consistent taste for generations to come.
Now you're talking Strohs. Now you're talking beer. Now you're talking good times. And Strohs is spoken here.
TV used to be real, you know.
An investment firm is only as impressive as it is responsive.
Let's go.
So when interest rates fell, we looked for new ways for our clients to make money and developed global opportunities like the First Australia Fund, a first of its kind and a way to take advantage of changing markets. While others may imitate it, we're busy surpassing it. If anyone can show you bold new thinking in the business of making money, close it. It's Prudential Beige, rock solid, market wise.
Here comes great taste. Lipton decaffeinated iced tea. Delicious.
Ooh, Lipton tea, you made decaffeinated just for us.
Lipton decaffeinated tea. Any way you like it.
At Lowry's restaurant back in the 30s, people would do almost anything to take our seasonings home with them. That's why we introduced Lowry's seasoned salt for the home. So whatever you're making, there's one seasoned salt worth shaking. Lowry's, the original.
Speaking. It's one of the most natural things we do. It's also the basis of a remarkable research project at IBM. This is an experimental computer system that recognizes what I say. I talk, and my words appear on the computer screen.
No way. So futuristic.
It has a business vocabulary of thousands of words, and it even knows the difference between words that sound alike but have different meanings. Watch this. Please write to Mrs. Wright right now. This computer system is another example of innovation at IBM. In fact, it's the most advanced voice recognition system of its kind, period.
And that's how that started.
Heart surgery. Before it can be performed, doctors need vital information. X-ray films tell them a lot, but they could tell them even more. That's why at an IBM scientific center in Winchester, England, computer researchers and doctors are working together to transform the conventional X-ray into something remarkable. A three-dimensional computer model of a patient's arteries. This IBM technology is also being used to create a computer model of a patient's beating heart. This experimental project is an example of innovation at IBM. And one day, it could be another way computers help doctors save lives.
On any given day across America, more people will go to one store than any other.
for clock radios, coffee makers, jeans, towels and toothbrushes, just about everything. All around the country, this one store has such a name for good products at good prices that every month, almost half of America shows up to shop. If you're not one of them, maybe it's time you found out how the other half saves.
America's favorite store.
Kmart, the saving place.
I'm back to doing shirt shots now. I like these old commercials like this. Gosh, America's great. Are we great? We're the best. Oh, that's what I started doing there.
Treasure liberty the American way with United States Liberty coins.
A world-class field at the Dream Mile live on ABC's Wide World of Sports Saturday.
When you've got the hottest trucks in America, you don't need gimmicks. All you need is the hottest deal in America. And Nissan's got it. 5.7% annual percentage rate factory-sponsored financing on every Nissan hardbody truck. That's the lowest anywhere. 5.7%. You could save $829 on this hardbody regular bed and up to $1,980 on this King Cab 4x4. So talk to your participating Nissan dealer today. Who says you need gimmicks to sell a great truck? The name is Nissan.
Our house is a very, very, very fine house.
Hope we're not late.
At our house, nobody wants to be late for dinner, because our house is an Acrisure house, and dinner's smoked sausage.
Mommy, is dinner ready?
All meat, hardwood smoked, seasoned just the way we like it.
Honey, I'm home.
My Acrisure sausage is so tasty, they can't wait.
Now?
Now.
Just thought I'd kill you early.
Our house.
Acrisure, the very best from our house to yours.
They start kicking a can around. Oh my gosh. What is this, Twilight Zone?
So good.
Coming down. 7-Up, flashing on the
It's
front.
like, oh my gosh. Somebody's chucking the chamber pot out the window.
Feels so good, good, good. 7-Up.
7-Up and Diet 7-Up. Featured this week at Stater Brothers.
This summer, why not travel to the most exotic lands on Earth? America's playgrounds. First stop, this week at 11 on Eyewitness News.
Hey, at Cheap Auto Parts, they know that if there's one thing you got to depend on, it's your car. All right. So if you go to their 4th of July sale, your car can be more dependable with Valvoline, just 37 cents a quart after rebate. Redstone 2, only $2.47 a gallon after rebate. And great buys on these endurance rebuild parts, some of the thousands of parts covered by Cheap's 550 warranty. So if you really depend on your car, remember Cheap keeps it running for the life of your car. The Cheap Auto Parts 4th of July sale ends July 6th.
When David's not around, nothing takes his place. But wearing his Van Heusen sure helps.
Peter said I could have anything I wanted. So I took his Van Heusen shirt right off his back.
And his credit
I
card.
love my puppy, my goldfish,
Oh, it talks pee
and
all
my
over you.
daddy's shirt.
Van Heusen, for a man to wear and a woman to borrow.
I used to have a couple of Van Heusens.
There's a lot of talk on TV about cars with clogged fuel injectors. Chances are you'll never have the problem if you use Texaco. Because the detergent in its Petrox additive helps clean clogged injectors and keeps them clean. While the higher octane and super unleaded helps knock out the knocks. Look, 2 different gasoline. On regular unleaded, engine knocks rob my power. But on Texaco super unleaded, I get performance fast. Texaco Super Unleaded with Petrox detergent. Superstar power for more car power.
Medical news from Nuprin.
Moments ago, a medical study reported the best news for tough headaches in over 10 years. Beyond regular strength aspirin, beyond extra strength Tylenol, there's a higher level of pain relieving strength, Nuprin strength. 2 little Nuprin are stronger than extra strength Tylenol, so Nuprin stops headaches better. And remember, Nuprin is gentler to your stomach than aspirin. For strength beyond extra strength Tylenol, Nuprin strength.
Don Meredith and Weatherman Willard Scott enjoy Lipton Sun Tea.
It's the tastiest tea I know. Just take Lipton's tea bag, cold water, all you add is sun, which I personally guarantee. Oh, Willard.
Welcome to the sun-kissed fun farm, where fun fruits grow on trees.
Come on.
They're made with real fruit, and they're real fun to eat.
That's HR
Sun-kissed
Puffin
fun
stuffed
fruits.
trees.
Every chewy one is real fruity fun.
To leave the safe and comfortable, to take on new challenges, new opportunities. It's that spirit that moved people to build a new world. And it's in that spirit that the rock itself now moves to a new world of financial services, stocks and bonds, IRAs, home mortgages, and new forms of insurance. The rock, the Prudential, moving to a new world.
I was most surprised to receive a call from General Telephone the other day. I thought they had the wrong Simon Jones, but no, they wanted me to do a commercial. So I said, not mentioning the money as yet, what do you want me to say? And he said GTE had spent $4 billion on technical gadgetry or some such stuff. And I said, that doesn't sound very personal. I don't think the folks will much go for that. So he said he'd get back to me. And when he does, I'll get back to you.
Happy birthday, Miss Liberty. Hey, Dad.
Not now, Aaron. This is important. The 1987 Nissan Sentra. It drives like an expensive car, but it goes for so little. The Sentra sells itself. You test drive it. You won't go home without one.
Come on, Dad, please.
What's so important, Aaron?
Me. I'm the Statue of Liberty. And I guard America. Because as long as there's America, you know you have a chance.
You're right, Aaron. That's really important.
You'll be up a tree if you pass up the San Diego Zoo's 70th birthday, because you'll miss getting this month's free birthday pin.
The zoo is open every day.
The Joy of Becoming American, this week at 4 and 6.
The joys and sorrows. I gotta pay what? How much in taxes?
Most banks pay you jumbo rates if you deposit a ton of money. But what about smaller amounts? At HomeFed, we won't treat them like peanuts. We'll pay our $100,000 jumbo CD rate on as little as $10,000 with no fixed term. HomeFed. Don't forget.
What is not much bigger than your hand, weighs less than 3 pounds, has a 6-to-1 power zoom, autofocus, 1-hour recording capability, and comes complete with case and all accessories. The new JVC Video Movie, the smallest, lightest, compact VHS camera recorder player in the world. Now at Federated.
Love to have one of them, dude.
I don't know about them folks at Not Berry Farm. First they dig a swimming hole for a bunch of dancing dolphins and diving doggies, and now they're giving away a free house. But not just any house, a 3-bedroom house with indoor plumbing.
That's right. Visit Knott's now through July, and you could win a fully furnished 3-bedroom, 2-bath house by Golden West Homes.
2 bathrooms? That's one for me and one for you.
It's the most lethal G.I. Joe team yet. Capcom Street Fighter 2. No way! Wait. There's Kyle, Ryu, Zangief, Blanca, and Dalsim. What's a Dalsim? Oh, some with real ninja moves. Hey!
But Troopers got Street Fighters too.
Vega, Sagat, Balrog,
and me, El Bison.
They look unbeatable. Ah! You know them, you love them. So correcto. Capcom Street Fighter 2 figures each sold separately. Oh, I like them.
You got that confidence. You got that style. You got that winning look. And over the smile, and look at the you now. You and Ava now. You're stepping out. Look how good you look now. You took the world out. You and Ava, and look how good you look now. Look how good you look now.
What a horrible song. Jeez. Thank goodness that's over. My gosh. Well, wasn't that cool? Those are some of the commercials I remember from my teen years, even though I didn't do a whole lot of prime time back in the day. I was out having too much fun. And then I got older and I forgot how to have fun. And now I go out and I'm like, jeez, can I go home yet? Please, can I go home? Please. I just want to go home. I'm tired. I'm old. Just want my cozy chair and my bong. I mean, maybe if it wasn't so much pain, pain wasn't such a huge issue, then I think going out, staying out late, doing this kind of stuff would be half as bad. But, ow. Little monkey cries. Little monkey. Yeah, here comes the sun. It's waking up. So yeah, let's see. My wife is going down to see a friend in Palm Springs. And my daughter is going to the college for a little bit. And at some point, somebody's going to wake me up and say, hey, you got to drive me somewhere. So I'm going to have to get some sleep on. Well, if you're watching this on a big TV, welcome to my room. Yeah, it's my, if you go right above my head, that big frame is my daughter. And then over above my head again is my daughter on graduation. And then various other people. I have a lot of people on my walls that I don't know, but they're very strong influences in my life, past and present. Right? My beard is still holding up here. I have to keep it. We'll try to keep it trimmed up and looking nice. It sure impressed the missus. She likes it when it has bounce to it. And it's not all like crazy hair sticking out, like one long 8-foot hair dragging behind me. Oh, that reminds me of those people you used to see on Guinness Book of World Records with the long fingernails, just both hands, these nasty long fingernails, right? And then you're just wondering the obvious, right? How the hell do you go to the bathroom? How the hell do you take care of yourself with these big, I mean, what people who can't move around, who aren't able-bodied, right, would just love to be able to move around like, and then you harness your abilities with these giant fingernails that are just going, I mean, come on. That reminds me of those wild horses that in Peru where they gotta round them all up and trim their hooves because their hooves just get so long, right? They round those people up and trim them nails off. Sheesh. That's crazy stuff, yeah. This is wild. Wild and wacky, ain't it? So we've got some more commercials and some news to watch. Now, I like to watch the news from decades ago because everything is so the same. Everything's the same. Everything is so similar. It's just the names change, the states, the countries, everything. The name of the war changes, but they're still fighting over the same crap, right? Yeah. News broadcasts from the old days. The old days. Bongs up. So that last commercial segment was brought to us by Sable TV, Sable TV, all capitals. Yeah. And it's really important for people like the people behind Sable TV to curate this stuff, to take these old videotapes and upload this content so that we can, share the memories. Anyways, so we've got another yesteryear thing going on here. What do we got here? Okay, so this is the news broadcast.
A report on hitchhike rape tonight at 7. This is Channel 7, the #1 station for news and information in Southern California. And now, the latest breaking eyewitness news with Ann Martin, Tony Hernandez with sports, Mike Lawrence for the vacationing Johnny Mountain, and the Eyewitness News team.
Good evening. The registration of young men for a possible draft will begin on Monday as scheduled. Supreme Court Justice William Brennan today stayed a lower court decision that the registration law is unconstitutional because it discriminates against women. So back to Plan A. All men born in 1960 must register at their local post office beginning Monday. Justice Brennan's decision will affect both young men and young women, and reporter Angela Black talked to some of each today to get their views on draft registration. Here's what she found out.
For a while, today's headlines offered some hope for young men who don't want to register for a military draft. Friday in Philadelphia, a panel of 3 federal judges had ruled that it's unconstitutional for the government to require men to register unless women have to sign up along with them. Today, their ruling was overturned by Supreme Court Justice William Brennan, so military registration will begin Monday as scheduled. We talked with young people on the beach today. They were relaxing, but most were disturbed about what this registration means for them.
I had no idea that we had to register on Monday.
So what are you going to do?
So I guess I'm going to go to the post office on Monday and register. I have to, don't I?
What do you feel about women possibly having to register for the draft?
I think they should, and I don't know, I wouldn't really want to go out there with a gun and killing anybody, but I think it's only fair, and they should have to too.
For the draft, it'll be okay, you know. I'll go over there if I have to fight.
Over there? Where?
Do you have any objections to going?
You don't even care where. However they said me.
Yeah, I don't want to go. I'd rather go to college.
I think it should be, if the women want to register, they should. It shouldn't be mandatory. Some do and some don't.
Would you be willing to?
No. No, I wouldn't.
Would you be willing to go to jail or pay the fine?
Yes, I'd rather do that.
So while thousands of young people are spending their weekend at the beach, hundreds of young men know they may be spending Monday at places like this post office in Santa Monica. Angela Black, Channel 7, Eyewitness News, Santa Monica.
President Carter invited recently released hostage Richard Queen to the White House today. The 2 men chatted in the Oval Office for about an hour. Queen told the president that he is feeling better every day. The 28-year-old diplomat is suffering from multiple sclerosis, which is an incurable nervous disorder. His parents were also included in the meeting with the president today. One of the things that Queen told the president is that the hostages in Iran are only being allowed to see 3 letters a week. Queen is going to be spending this week in a Washington hospital for more tests for his condition, and then he will be going back to his parents' home in Maine.
Wow.
Here in town, there was a special homecoming today for the man who would like to take over from Mr. Jimmy Carter come January. Ana Chavez was at LA International Airport this afternoon when the triumphant Ronald Reagan came home from the Republican National Convention.
When the Republican presidential candidate landed at Los Angeles International Airport this afternoon, he was welcomed by bands, banners, and a bevy of loyal supporters. The small but affectionate crowd that greeted the governor and Mrs. Reagan cheered his arrival and displayed their confidence in his ability to win in November. The candidate was grateful and happy to be home, but he too was optimistic about a change in the White House.
I wish we could stand here now and say, well, now everybody take a rest. It's all over. Well, we know it isn't. We've got the second half to go. And I don't know how to properly thank you, except to tell you that the other night, to stand there and know that it had happened, and that now it is up to us, because we know we can't go for 4 more years of what we've been having.
The candidate has warned, thou shalt not be overconfident. But by looking at the crowd here today, you'd be hard-pressed to find someone who's taking that advice seriously. From LAX, Ana Chavez reporting for Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
And the Anderson for President campaign has opened a new headquarters today in the San Fernando Valley. Anderson staffers say their campaign is in good shape in California, and they are confident of getting the signatures they need to put Anderson's name on the ballot here in November. Anderson's daughter talked about her father's philosophy there today.
John Anderson is the best of both the Republican and the Democratic parties. He takes the economic conservatism of the Republicans, but he couples it with the social concerns of the Democratic Party, as well as being the most courageous candidate.
Wow. She's
Anderson
so full of shit,
himself
her
will be
eyes are
campaigning
brown.
here in Los Angeles on Thursday of this week. Well, now that the California state budget is finally approved, the legislature is rushing through a slew of bills, two of which were signed by the governor today in his Los Angeles office. Jerry Brown signed one bill which is designed to toughen the penalties for employers who run so-called sweatshops in the garment industry. And then he signed a bill which totally exempts surviving spouses from inheritance taxes. And this bill would also lower such taxes on family farms and businesses. Governor Brown said today that this was a move which should lower state revenues.
It is a major step to improve and protect the stability of families and allow what has been earned in one generation to be passed on to the next generations, particularly when it represents a farm or a business.
Brown said the new law should result in reduced government spending. Then he defended his support of the peripheral canal.
And to do that, I'm going to spend a lot of time. It requires more conservation, it requires water reclamation, and protects the wildlife, the fisheries, the water in the San Francisco Bay, and the wild rivers in Northern California.
And Brown added that the conservation measures in that canal bill could make additional dams on our rivers unnecessary. The board of directors of the National League of Cities met here in Los Angeles today. The NLC is urging the federal government to provide more money to cities where the unemployment rate is above 6%. And the board's president said the NLC also wants cities to be able to regulate franchises for cable television.
Since cable TV is designed to serve the public, we think, then we would like to have a voice in how we can communicate through the use of cable TV, what fees our citizens will pay to receive the service, because we have a responsibility to the people that elect us to serve them. So we feel that we have a right, and I think correctly so, to help to regulate how cable TV will be handled.
And the National League of Cities says the National Cable Television Association has not been acting in good faith, and they want individual cities to have more power and control over those lucrative franchises. The first of 6 U.S. fishing boats, which was seized by Mexico for violating its 200-mile fishing limit, came back home to San Diego today. The Marla Marie paid a $13,000 fine to Mexico and had its $80,000 cargo of tuna and a $150,000 net confiscated. The U.S. has retaliated by embargoing all Mexican tuna as the 3-year-long fishing dispute continues to escalate between the two countries. And thousands of California actors might walk off their jobs and onto the picket lines tomorrow at midnight if negotiators can't reach agreement on a new contract. At the bargaining table are the Screen Actors Guild and the American Federation of Television and Radio Artists. The unions are seeking a 40% pay increase for their actors, plus a percentage of the producer's gross in the pay TV market. Strike would have a major impact on production of motion pictures and television shows. See what happens there. The 1980 Olympic Games officially got underway in Moscow, and Tony Hernandez has details of how the Pirates pillaged the Dodgers, and that's all coming right up.
Boycott the 1980 Olympics?
Hey, Les, you know, I'm the spokesman for California Federal Savings. And it's not like me to push, but are you part of the CalFed team? Team? If you open an account, you know, it's America's largest federal. You can sleep a lot better, too, Les, when your money is at California Federal.
Bob, I'm way ahead of you, fellas.
Yeah, that's music to my ears.
How good is the bologna in that sandwich? Find out Sunday in the special newspaper supplement from Consumer Reports, the magazine that tests and rates the food you eat, the cars you drive, the appliances you depend on. These days, when every dollar counts, your best buy is Consumer Reports itself. You get 2 free publications when you order. And look, circle this magazine and we'll extend your subscription with an extra free issue. That's in this Sunday's newspaper. Consumer Reports. Look for it.
Southern California? Look what's new at Subaru. An elegant new sedan with lots of style and class. A sporty 2-door with precise front-wheel drive. A great-looking family wagon with optional 4-wheel drive. Plus an economical hatchback loaded with luxury features. And a fun-loving 4-wheel drive brat. All with unbelievable reliability, backed by a 12-month limited warranty with unlimited mileage. So Southern California, see what's new at Subaru.
If you choose your tools as carefully as you use them, choose Master Mechanic Tools from True Value Hardware Stores. Master Mechanic Tools are American-made from superior materials to give you the performance and long life you would expect from a professional quality tool. True Value Hardware Stores are so confident of this quality that they'll replace any Master Mechanic tool that fails to perform as expected. And that means any tool from the wide line of Master Mechanic tools sold only at participating True Value Hardware stores.
Those Dodgers have been having, well, a tough time on the road is a gentle way to say it, I guess.
And please pardon the expression. You know I don't normally talk like this. But it's been the pits in Pittsburgh for the Dodgers. They lost their 4th straight to the Pirates there today, 7-3. Mike Easler playing 3 feet off the ground for Pittsburgh. He's hitting over 380. He drove in 2 runs here in the first inning, making it 2-1 Pirates. John Milner's 2nd homer in 2 days against the Dodgers made it 4-1 in the 3rd off Rick Sutcliffe. Steve Garvey drove in all the Dodgers runs, 2 on his 19th home run. Sutcliffe suffered his 7th defeat today, while Eddie Solomon came on in relief in the 2nd inning to pick up the victory over the Dodgers, the 7th straight win for Pittsburgh. Since Houston beat Montreal in the first game of the doubleheader, the Astros are back in first place in the NL West, a half game ahead of the Dodgers. Pittsburgh's in first in the East, a half game in front of the Expos. The Phillies, losers in the first game of the twin bill to Atlanta, are a game and a half behind the Pirates, and the Cubs beat San Diego on Cliff Johnson's 2-run double in the bottom of the ninth. Baseball in Anaheim in just a few moments. The American League's 2 last-place teams go at it again, the Angels and Toronto Blue Jays. Freddie Martinez is scheduled to work for the Angels against Jim Clancy. 2-day games in the American League. Minnesota's Fernando Arroyo threw all blanks at the Red Sox, and Oakland's Steve McCatty served up all goose eggs to Cleveland. Golf. Tom Watson, you know, has been hanging around the lead of a lot of tournaments the past several weeks. Today, the sport's premier player bolted to the front of the British Open. Watson reasserted himself today in round 3 at Muirfield, Scotland. He came from 3 shots back with a sparkling 7-under par 64 for a 54-hole total of 202, 11 under, which gives him a commanding 4-stroke advantage over Lee Trevino, yesterday's leader. Trevino danced around par all day today and ended with an even par 71. Right. 4 strokes on Watson might be impossible to make up. Tied with Trevino is Scotland's Ken Brown, putting for an eagle here on 17. He shot 68 today, but look how close he came to shooting 67. Okay, these are the guys who are
This is July
at
of
the 211, 9 shots behind the leader.
MTV
They include
come
Japan's
online,
Isao Aoki and Jack Nicklaus. Nicklaus shot a 71 today. Aoki shot a 63. Reporters in Moscow described it as the Super Bowl, the Radio City Rockettes, Ringling Brothers Circus, and the Bolshoi Ballet all multiplied 100 times. In depicting the opening of the 22nd Summer Olympics on schedule today, it was called awe-inspiring. So is described the cover of this book of the Moscow Olympics, and now over the next few weeks, the book will be written without one of its main characters, the United States, as well as West Germany, Canada, and 33 other delegations which are boycotting the games. 10 other nations in Moscow today failed to march in the opening parade, while 6 other countries paraded behind the Olympic banner rather than behind their own flag. Tonight at Los Alamitos, they'll run California's richest horse race, the Dash for Cas Futurity, for 2-year-old quarter horses. And today in Chicago, the world's richest racehorse made his Midwestern debut. Number 5, spectacular bid in his usual spot in front of the pack in the Washington Park Stakes at Arlington Park. Under Bill Shoemaker, the bid, the all-time money-winning champion, won his 7th race this year by 10 lengths, breaking the track record for 1 mile and 1/8 in the process. The bid, who also set track records earlier this year at Santa Anita and Hollywood Park, carried top weight in the race, 130 pounds. He could probably carry an anvil and still win. Tennis, glory was certainly short-lived for Jose Louis Clare, who yesterday knocked top-seeded Jimmy Connors out of the U.S. Pro Championships in Brookline, Massachusetts. Today, Clare was whisked from the semifinals by the number 4 seed, Eddie Dibbs, 6-2, 6-1. Now, whether or not there really will be a heavyweight title fight between champion Larry Holmes and Muhammad Ali in Las Vegas in October is still anybody's guess, but the Nevada State Athletic Commission said that before there is one, Ali, who hasn't fought in 2 years and is now 38, would have to pass an extensive physical exam by August 15th. And the cycles will be revving it up at Ascot Raceway tonight.
Ascot.
You're looking at Rick Hocking getting ready for tonight's steeplechase event, climaxing 4 nights of two-wheel racing at Ascot Raceway. This is part of the Winston Pro Series. Hocking came in second in this race last year. Returning to Ascot, where he won his first national victory, will be Billy Labrie on bike number 10 here. Labrie of St. Petersburg, Florida, knows this track well.
The end of the straightaway, this is more or less a rider's type of racing. You just got to be in good physical condition and get your motorcycle handling well.
Yes, sir.
All going on tonight. And he looked a little bit surprised when I said that Muhammad Ali is 38 years old.
What's he doing talking about fighting again?
I don't know.
My word.
Makes us all a little older, too, though.
Yeah, we remember him when.
Yeah.
Well, Johnny Mountain is on vacation this weekend. Mike Lawrence is with us, we're happy to say. He's up next with the weekend weather outlook, and we'll have some advice for you about the air we're breathing right after this.
Something special is cooking at Love's. Something so tender and juicy, it'll prime you for some mighty good eating. Feast your eyes on Love's prime rib, served just the way you want it, with a baked potato, corn on the cob covered with butter, fresh salad, Love's prime rib dinner.
That
A
looks
rare treat,
absolutely
or if you prefer, medium.
When you're in love, the whole world's delicious.
We went to California to visit my sister's family.
There's a feeling that comes over you.
They took us to Knott's Berry Farm.
And you should see their new ice show.
'Cause you're doing what you want to do.
So many costumes, all this music and dancing.
When you come to
Isn't that
Knott's,
the little
it
blonde girl
surely
that took
leaves
over
a
for Ellie
trace.
Olsen?
You've got
Little
Knott's
House on the
Berry
Prairie.
Farm all over your face.
This is their hot number.
That looks pretty cool to me, Pop.
You may think that's a smile on your face, but it's not, as in Berry Farm.
Here's another do-it-yourself message from Ole's Home Improvement Centers. This week, Ole's has garden specials at special sale prices. This tubular aluminum hose hanger, just $197. Aqua gun with sweeper nozzle, $347. Revolving sprinklers and oscillators, $297 to $997. 4 different area pattern spike sprinklers, 97 cents each. Shop Ole's this week and save.
With Ole's help, you can do anything.
The way some people talk about Hughes and Hughes El Rancho, you'd think we had fancy doormen.
Nice to see you, man.
Instead of low prices. And racy new electric shopping carts.
I better check to see.
Instead of low
I'll be right
prices.
back.
And that we gift wrap each item separately.
Your potato man.
But that's not Hughes. Hughes prices are just as low as your supermarket. So what are you waiting for? An engraved invitation?
Firefighters in San Diego County have their hands full at this hour. They're battling 2 brush fires near the U.S.-Mexican border. Both fires broke out about 1:30 this afternoon, about a half-mile apart near the Otay Lakes area. Combined, those 2 fires have blackened more than 1,500 acres. They have nearly 300 men on the lines at this hour. No estimate yet as to when they can get that fire contained. No structures threatened, however, and so far no one has been hurt. But there's been a lot of damage done in the midsection of our country. The death toll from that suffocating heat wave in the southeast, southwest, and parts of the Middle West has climbed to over 1,100 people today. The trees in the state of Texas still look green and moist, but the state is in its 28th consecutive day of 100-degree-plus temperatures, and they are having up to 20 forest and brush fires every day breaking out there. Authorities say most of the fires are caused by careless people, and they're afraid that the worst is yet to come if the temperature stays high and the dry southwest winds continue. Locally here, we've had some heavy smog earlier this week. It has finally let up. There was fair to good air quality around the Southland today. About the only place you could go to find unhealthy air was the Saugus Newhall area. They did have a first stage health alert up there. When that happens, of course, children, senior citizens, and people with respiratory problems are urged to limit their physical activities.
Wow.
Officials with the Air Quality Management District say we can expect the same smog conditions tomorrow as we had today. For most of us, that should be no smog, and we're glad. Mike Lawrence is back with us tonight to do the weather, and it's good to see you again,
Good
kiddo.
to see you again, too.
Good enough.
Johnny got out in time.
He just got out. Well, he's back in Tennessee where it's 100 and something. And,
Well, he's having his accent refurbished. And,
I expect he'll
but
come
he's-
back and hound dog on
Yeah.
us or something.
Yeah, he's away from the smog, though. You're right. The smog is going to be pretty much the way it was today. Out in the Saugus Newhall area, they're going to have smog again tomorrow. Probably first-stage smog alerts out there for most of the rest of the Channel 7 viewing area. It will be smog-free, relatively smog-free. What it will be, though, is a little bit cloudy early in the morning. We'll take a look at a satellite
like a
picture right
radio
now,
guy.
and you'll be able to get a good look at just how much fog there is along the coast. This is a really extensive layer of fog. As you can see, it extends pretty well out to sea. This, by the way, is not fog. This is snow. Still some snow up in the upper mountain areas. The rest of the state, though, pretty clear today. We'll move on and take a look at a picture, expand the view a little bit, and see a little bit more of the whole area, the whole southwest area. There was a little bit of rain coming down up in Washington today. That is absolutely normal, though, for this time of year. They're used to it being a little bit soggy. As far as the rest of the Pacific Southwest is concerned, it was pretty clear, as you can see, in the entire area. And jumping on over now and taking an overview of the entire United States, the rain pretty well confined to the Washington area over into the Dakotas. They had about 1.5 inches of rain, some rain down in Florida, and some rain along portions of the Great Lakes. By and large, though, the main weather story is something you can't see on the map, and that is these 100-plus degree temperatures that Ann was talking about just a minute ago. By the way, those temperatures have been going on now for 10 days, which ties the record in Kansas and Missouri. And if that goes on for one more day, of course, they will have broken the old record for a heat wave.
Wow.
Going from heat to our own local conditions, we'll take a look at the forecasts that we put together. And this is the way things are pretty well going to be working out for tomorrow. Pacific Center, fair temperatures, which will be about the same as today. San Fernando Valley will be cloudy till morning, then the sunshine will break through. The deserts, as you can see, winds are going to be breaking out of the northwest up there, 15 to 30 miles an hour. The mountains sunny, a little cooler. At the beaches, unfortunately, we are going to have those clouds out at the beaches until mid-morning and or until mid-afternoon, rather, and then things will clear up somewhat. Temperatures, as you can see, are going to be pretty much the same tomorrow. Well, you can't tell if they're going to be the same tomorrow as they were today. We haven't gotten to that quite yet, but that's the way the temperatures are going to be. The surf report, and we'll jump over onto the surf report. Those of you who are going to be taking a board down to the beach tomorrow, all right, we'll jump out of that. There we go. All right, hitting the bag and the whole thing. We won't even talk about the surf report because, as you can see, unless you're going to be down in San Diego, it's really not at all worth talking about. As far as our own temperatures are concerned, today's high 65 and low and high was 65 and 83. Tomorrow is 64 and 82. Pretty much the same kettle of weather that we had for today. That's the
I'll
way it
settle
worked
for
out.
that. It was nice today.
Yeah,
Real
be good
nice.
again.
A little bit cooler. Good. Thank you, Mike. Next up, the story of a long shot player and an old idea, and tears of joy for a war hero at the White House when we come back.
Tears of joy.
Get with the magic. Get with the smile. Six Flags Magic Mountain will give you the best time you've had in a long, long while.
This year at Magic Mountain, we're building a better mountain. There's the breathtaking new Buccaneer, the fabulous new Rockin' Country Jamboree, and Mighty Colossus, plus 100 of the world's greatest rides, shows, and adventures. And one ticket buys all the fun.
Six Flags is building a better mountain at Magic Mountain.
You've been using one of the expensive conditioning shampoos. Now you're trying new Suave.
It's the same difference.
Suave's gentle, creamy lather is enriched with protein.
It's the same difference.
Suave conditioning shampoo leaves your hair clean, shiny, and easy to work with.
It's the same difference.
But Suave costs a whole lot less money.
That's not the same difference.
Suave does what theirs does and costs a third less.
That's not the same difference at all.
Wix Furniture has every mattress and box spring on sale now through Monday. Whether it's twin, full, queen, or king size, there's no better time to save on our entire line of bedding in foam, innerspring, or even flotation. So choose the price, choose the size, choose the firmness, and choose the comfort that suits you. All bedding is on sale and available now at Wix Furniture, your bedding headquarters.
Here's another do-it-yourself message from Ole's Home Improvement Centers. Famous Keller aluminum windows are featured this week at Ole's. Perfect for room additions or replacement. Quality-built Keller windows are easy to install, come complete with screens. Dress up your home now with Keller aluminum windows from Ole's. 12 sizes priced from $16.97 to $49.97. On sale this week at Ole's.
With Ole's help, you can do anything.
This is day 2.5, and it has been smooth sailing so far for the Santa Cruz man who is trying to fly from New York to Paris in his hang glider, which he calls the Spirit of California. He left New York yesterday and is winging his way toward Canada today. The pilot's name is Eagle Sarmat. He hopes to make the 6,000-mile flight in 22 days. He only flies during the daylight hours, hopes he's going to be spending tonight at Lake Champlain. President Carter today awarded the Medal of Honor to retired Colonel Matt Urban, a Second World War infantryman whose heroism went unrecognized for 36 years because the Army lost the paperwork. Urban was hospitalized in 1944 for wounds suffered in France, but he left his bed and hitchhiked back to the front. The citation for this nation's highest military honor credits Urban with limitless bravery in rallying his men during a German attack. Both President Carter and the 61-year-old Michigan resident were in tears as Urban received the medal for conspicuous gallantry. He already has the Purple Heart and 6 oak leaf
He will
clusters.
always remain our best modern president.
That's Eyewitness News for now. Join us again at 11 o'clock for an update. For Mike Lawrence, Tony Hernandez, Ana Chavez, Angela Black, the entire Eyewitness News team, I'm Ann Martin. We hope you have a very good evening.
The old dude, brain cancer.
Ines Pedrosa and Paul Moyer take you
from
behind
surgery.
the scenes of the Village People's new movie Can't Stop
And
Music,
yet,
plus a
he
report
goes
on
out
the
and builds
alarming
houses.
increase in hitchhiking-related rape cases. And
He has
some
been helping
suggestions for
America
inflation-fighting vacation activity.
almost
All
his
this on
entire life.
Eyewitness Los Angeles. Next, right
One
here
of the
on Channel
best
7.
presidents. One of the most presidential
And now
presidents.
a Channel 7
And he's just an
editorial.
old country boy.
You're paying more for groceries at the market, gasoline at the pump, and electricity in your home. But there's another cost that's going up too. One that could conceivably affect all of the above. Money spent to lobby your elected representatives in Sacramento jumped 13% the first 3 months of this year. During that time, $7.8 million was spent on influencing state lawmakers. If that rate continues, the spending increase will be up about 50% for the full year. If you've suspected that some legislators tend to forget the folks back home who put them in office once they get to the Capitol, this should provide a clue as to just how that might happen. And these figures don't even include campaign contributions. It's estimated special interest groups will ante up an additional $25 million for campaigns for state lawmakers in 1980. The simple fact is that incumbents depend less and less on constituents for support. John Keplinger of the Fair Political Practices Commission in Sacramento figures about 75% of the money for financing campaigns was donated by special interest groups in the state capitol. About all that's needed from constituents is their vote. The next time your state senator or assembly person is in your neighborhood, we suggest you ask them to make it clear to you just who it is they supposedly represent. I'm John Severino. We'd appreciate your comments.
I'll bet.
Who really makes the best
All right, so we
built
saw
American
this.
cars and
We saw this already. Let's go over to here. Hi, I'm back. I don't like morning people or mornings or people, but it's not true. I love you, man. All right. I can't. William Devane. That's who that is. That's William Devane, one of my favorite character actors. He did a lot of TV, a lot of movies. Always had a lot of peculiar mannerisms. Would fumble with stuff or suck his teeth. He kind of went, it's like he went to that, that school that Steve McQueen, Steve McQueen was always a scene stealer. He was, if somebody else was doing the acting and had their dialogue and it was their time to shine in a movie, he'd be over there doing something, to get everybody to look at him, and William Devane was kind of that, had kind of those mannerisms where he could steal a scene just by, a couple of little things with his body, Pretty cool stuff. Well, that sun's starting to rear its ugly head. So let's see. I believe we've got one more thing to watch for this morning. And let's see.
Yeah, I don't.
No, I ain't gonna stop that. I just stop that.
Who really?
We already saw you. Stop it.
Thousands of young.
All right. So I might as well just turn that off there. There's that. Let me play through this here real quick. So who used to go to the mall and shop, right? We still go to the mall. We go to the mall a couple of times a year, if not several times a year. Yeah, my daughter, she still loves to go to the mall. We like to go to all the cool stores. Of course, I do a lot of trying to keep myself busy while they're trying on clothes, of course, shoes and clothes and whatnot. I would almost prefer to just go to the outlets, right? Because if that's what you're going to do, then let's just do that. Let's just go to the outlets, because then it's clothes, 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 shoes, 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 clothes, 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 clothes. Right on. You guys, what's your mall situation out there in Virginia? Yeah, we go to the one down in Palm Desert. It's about an hour, or a little over an hour. I think a little over an hour drive from here. But it's fun. It's worth it. It's old school. It's built a long time ago, so it's got that old, like 80s feel. They don't have any more record stores there. They used to have this great record store with vintage posters and magazines and videotapes. There was a place that just had tons of videos. See, I can't remember what it was called. But you could just go there and buy, or order anything that you needed. But that was the days before Amazon, and everything was so easy to just pick up your phone, and all of a sudden, within a day or two, it's at your doorstep. Yeah, I still like to go to what they call brick and mortar stores, right? I really do. I'm a hands-on kind of guy. I like to get physical with the stuff. Really, 10 minutes away. Do they have any cool like vintage or retro stores? My daughter likes like a Hot Topic and like Spivey or so. There's some weird. They got weird names, right? But yeah, she likes the ones with all the T-shirts and stuff. As do I. I get a lot of T-shirts from Hot Topics and a few of those other little stores. Also, Target. I get some great T-shirts from Target. I've gotten just about all of the cool T-shirts from Walmart. So I'm hoping they change their stuff soon. Getting some new T-shirts. See, Hot Topic. They're like a mall tradition. But yeah, that's one of my favorite places to go and check out their T-shirts. And then coffee mugs. I'm into coffee mugs too. They had some great coffee mugs last time I went, and I just was like, oh, do I want to get coffee mugs? Somebody's horn is bumping. Really, buy your clothes online. See, now I don't buy clothes too often. T-shirts I buy all the time. But that's, large, extra large. Depends on the kind of shirt that it is. But, yeah, I'm more of I got to try it on, make sure it fits. Mainly because I'm married. She's like, well, you better make sure it fits. Go in there and try it on. I'm surprised she doesn't follow me in and try to stick a couple of fingers in there and yank it around. How's the crotch feel? Take it easy, Grandma. But I just bought a couple of pairs of 501s. Levi's 501s. Their signature model. Expensive pants. my goodness, we got them on special, and they were still like $150 or $160 or something for two. It was crazy. But I know that if I buy a pair of jeans, I'm going to have acid fall on them, or they're going to have to get cut, severely, or get lost, right? Or stolen. That's about the only thing that you can do to Levi's. Most of the Levi's that I have owned, I've had forever. I have three pairs of jeans. Two of those pair are not Levi's, but they're denim, and I've had them for 10, 11 years, right? And they're still in totally usable condition, and pretty much those are my only pants for a while. A couple of pair of blacks Levi's 541s. Are those the ones that are kind of fit, like kind of like low hip, kind of tight leg kind of pants? I like the baggy ones. I like to have a little movement. And man, I can't stand low cut anything, really. I mean, it bugs me so much when my pajamas or something slide down even just a little bit. I don't do low pants. I don't do plumber's crack. I was just looking down the hall to see if somebody was waking up. It could happen. In fact, 6:30. I don't know if she's going to Palm Springs early. I just don't know. Right? Oh. Athletic fit, so room in the thighs and a slight taper. Oh, okay, I recognize those. Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah, and then I like to wear corduroy pants. I got to look into finding some more corduroy. It just has that feel. I used to have just a great pair when I was young. I had this great pair of corduroy. It was like this really dark, rusty orange, really nice corduroy. And they were bell bottoms, not really huge bell bottoms, right? They were just slightly belled out a little bit. When I was young, I wore the hell out of those things until they just didn't fit anymore. I wish I had saved them so I could give them to my daughter, or take the material and turn it into something, right? That's always fun. The last couple of pairs of Levi's that I had my wife turn into bags, big over-the-shoulder bags to hold stuff. I had her make one for my college experience back in 2013 to 2015. And then when that one kind of started to lose its togetherness, I had her make me another one, and then kind of redesigned it and picked out the material and stuff for the inside, and how many pockets and what size and how big, so I could stick my laptop in there, a notebook, and just a bunch of other stuff. It's always packed and ready to go on the road. So what did you think about the commercials? Did you see anything familiar in any of those commercials? I sure did. And that news broadcast, it's like, it's all the same. And if it's not the same, you can see why we got to where we are now. The lobbyists, they're like attorneys, judges, politicians. Kmart. Yeah, we had lots of Kmarts everywhere, and then they just all dried up and went away. Good old Kmart. Now we have Walmart, which is not the same. It's not the same. Walmart carries a lot of junk. Kmart and Sears, they carried a lot of American-made, you know, American craftsmanship type stuff, and pretty much everything at Walmart is crap, and it's either crap made here or crap made abroad, but it's mostly crap. I try to stick to crap that I can use, right? And I try to get crap that I can get a long life out of, because I hate landfill crap. And most of the shit is just, you know, here you're only renting things that you buy anymore, really. I mean, you're just renting it. You don't own anything anymore. You're just renting it. It's just going to wind up in the landfill because they're going to want you to buy something, the new improved piece of crap, right? Oh, so we don't, it's like you don't own that beer, you're just renting it. Well, it's the same thing with everything now. You don't own that car. You're just borrowing it until it winds up in the landfill because it's just garbage. And you're going to want to get out of it anyway. By the time you get out of it, it's going to be worth shit. So it's going to wind up in the freaking landfill, you know. It's time to close this thing here because it's getting bright. It's getting bright, people. Ooh. And I am slightly hungover from exhaustion, not from drinking, because I didn't drink last night. I had a Coke. And it was caffeine, which is probably what kept me going and allowed me to pack up everything, get it into the van, and then go back out to the van 3 or 4 times last night and bring in everything and set it up for this morning's show. We're only doing a 1 camera because I don't want to have to do with the 3 other tripods and plugging shit in. And we're mainly just watching stuff here. But tomorrow I'd like to be back to my photo board cam and my lava lamp cam, because that's kind of fun. You know, I like lava lamps. So yeah, Bush brought a TV with him that he saw alongside the road, and I'm really hoping I can do something with it. If I can cobble together a few TVs to stack, you know, and this stage for Monday nights is really, really small. And it's kind of a bummer because I see more going on the stage than what we got. And right now it's overloaded with instruments, the drums, the keyboards, like 4 guitars, a bass. I even brought a ukulele last night. Nobody played it. But it just seems like we got way too much going on the stage, and it's gonna take some heavy shoehorning to get something else up there. So I don't know. And you know, just the whole idea of doing this again next Monday hurts. It really does. It really hurts. I don't know why yesterday took so much out of me, you know. But I am just feeling it. I am overworked and underpaid. Oh, that's right. This is a hobby. I don't get paid for this. That's right. I'm out of coffee too. You know what? I'm not going to drink any more coffee, even though I want to, because come 8 o'clock, I'm going to go lay back down. That's all there is to it. I need to lay down and get some more rest. Totally. So let's see, 11:30. That's when I took my pill last night. So that means 7:30. I got to take a pill in an hour. And then there's just one more at lunchtime. And that's it. That's all. And then that does me run of antibiotics. Antibiotics. You know what? I'm going to take one of these ibuprofens here because of this fucking pain here. And then, yeah, I hate taking pills. I really do. I'm not a pill guy. Even when I was younger, I was always hesitant about pharmaceuticals because I didn't know. I knew about, you know, drugs. I didn't know about pharmaceuticals. I know You know, I knew pot, I knew acid, you know, mushrooms, coke, speed, that kind of stuff. But I didn't know Valium and codeine and, you know, Quaaludes, man. Totally some Quaaludes. Want to do some ludes? You gotta do ludes. I did do some Thorazine back in 1983. I want to say 1983. Somebody just happened to have some Thorazine, and they looked like little beige, brown, orange M&Ms, right? And I think I took like 2, and I slept for like 18 hours. I was gone. I was out. People thought I was dead. They kept checking on me, right? Woke up with a raging hard on. But, I mean, I was just out. I was like dead to the world. Didn't dream. I just went out and then woke up and went, what the fuck happened, man? How long was I out? You were out for like a day and a half. Get out of here. No, man, 18 hours. Dude, that's like a night and a day. It's like about a day and a half. Come on. Dude, I was like forever, man. We thought you were dead. Yeah. I didn't do Thorazine again. And then I don't think I did any prescription pills after that. It was just not my thing. You know? Just wasn't into it, man. So the last thing we have is an hour block of commercials. That's a lot of commercials, but there's a lot. We might even see 1 or 2 in here from the last stuff that we watched, because these are from the 80s. Yeah. But I guess we better get on with it. If I'm going to be out of here by 8, we better get to watching. We better commence till visualizing. All right. So here we go.
By all the wine coolers I saw, I was scared I wouldn't pick the right one. Luckily, I did. It was the most refreshing one of them all. Sun Country wine cooler. You see, Sun Country is a blend of premium white wine and real fruit juice. That's what gives it its great taste. Sun Country, say, give me the real juice cooler. If you don't say Sun Country, you'd better sleep with your lights on.
There's someone special I want to look good for. Me.
It's my turn to see what I can see. I hope you'll understand. This time just for me.
Looking good makes me feel good, so I use Oil of Olay. It's so sheer and greaseless, it sinks right in for a softer, younger look.
Oil of Olay, beauty fluid or luxurious cream to help keep you looking younger too.
Yes.
I love the rich, whole wheat goodness of Kellogg's Mini Wheats. But the delicious frosted side makes the rich kid in me open wide.
The nutritious shredded wheat helps keep me on my toes. But the little ballerina in me thinks the taste steals the show.
Kellogg's Mini Wheats, wholesome shredded wheat for the adult in you, great taste for the kid in you. So they're delicious and nutritious.
The whole grain wheat really packs a crunch, but the delicious taste gives it just the right punch.
Table for 2, please.
Yes, you'd prefer something in our smoking area, Philly.
Fine.
How'd you know she smoked? Teeth, Orlando, tobacco stains, teeth smokers away.
Not when you brush every day with Topol. Topol Smoker's Tooth Polish with fluoride safely removes newly deposited tobacco particles and helps clean away built-up stains.
Table for 2, please. I have a charming table in our non-smoking area. No, we smoke. But your teeth.
But your teeth.
And he smokes.
Topol, the only toothpaste a smoker needs.
Are you still interested in a solar-powered generator?
Maybe.
Pay special attention because I'm going to do something that until recently we've never done. I'm going to offer this solar generator with 2 times the power, and if you want, you can even make it expandable.
Go check it out, people.
Free solar panel and
it's all
an
free.
Easy optional payment plan.
Do you agree that the previous ad is relevant to you? I'm neutral. Like sands
through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives.
Boy, do I remember that. I I'm old. What you say, Sonny?
This is MacDonald Carey, and these are the days of our lives.
The days of our lives. Get on up, Bubba. Come on, Bubba. Get on, Bubba.
With double-layer design for dependable protection.
She has her
A
period and she's
comfortable
on
plastic
the
applicator. A deodorant for freshness. A special plastic wrap so they won't open in your purse. Playtex tampons give you what you want and more.
What do you want? I want to not have a period, damn it.
Now, another way to spell relief. Sodium-free Rolaids. Sodium-free Rolaids give millions 100% relief for acid indigestion. Plus, it's rich in calcium. Sodium-free Rolaids for extra calcium and 100% relief.
Jeez Louise.
If you're allergy sensitive, your world is ever threatening. For relief, discover Benadryl, the most prescribed allergy medication ever. Available without prescription. Benadryl and Benadryl decongestant.
Uh-oh. He's going to show off.
A brand new fragrance from Impulse.
Excitement everywhere. Elation.
If a man you've never met before suddenly gives you flowers, that's elation. The exciting new fragrance from Impulse.
Thursday, it's Cosby starting off a night of family fun. And leave it to family ties to keep the laughs coming.
Oh no, what are we going to do?
Everything's under control.
Then on Cheers, will Norm fink on a friend to get a promotion?
Yes, yes.
And the fun continues with Night Court.
I'm here to strip for Dan Fielding.
Thursday.
Now, that was television, right?
Leanne Hunley's been nominated for a Daytime Emmy.
Here we go.
Now see if she wins on the 13th Annual Daytime Emmy Awards, Thursday.
Kitty cat craze, a great big hug, his rubber mouth, a roll on the rug. My kitty cat craves, a scratch behind his ear, my ball of yarn, me being near. But most of all, my kitty cat craves.
Crave Dry Cat Food is made from a unique blend of real chicken, milk, and tuna protein. Not flavored, but the real foods cats crave.
Oh, my kitty cat craves.
Stuff
Give your
extracted
cats the
from
real
real
protein-rich foods cats crave.
Gosh,
No, I wouldn't consider switching diapers.
Then Anita Hardy compared her regular diaper to Pampers' new form-fitting super absorbency size diaper.
I thought it was fantastic. She was
I
completely
use it
dry. Her
myself.
clothes, her pajamas,
I get all
her t-shirt.
drunk.
This blue stuff I
put on a
must be what keeps her dry.
We call it the blue waist shield.
Blue
My
waist
husband wears
shield
them on
is
his
what keeps
head
her dry at
because he
night.
drools a lot at night.
I don't believe it.
Totally new Pampers with...
We're back. And we're out.
Oh, what a meal!
Oh, that stuff is
Hamburger helper
horrible.
lasagna.
For your family.
Authentic Italian taste.
Hearty robusto.
Nasty.
But not too spicy, eh?
Hamburger helper lasagna turns your plain hamburger into a delicious Italian meal with authentic Italian taste. Curly Italian noodles, rich tomato sauce, and a better blend of spices.
Hamburger helper.
Lasagna.
The poisoning of America.
Make a great meal.
When I was young, I always thought that Christmas was just for kids. Now I get excited by it through my own kids.
The upside is, thinking of your kids sort of rushing in a little patter of feet, rushing into their presents, and wrapping paper flying past your head. The downside is reading the instructions for some of those toys. Dad, you know what I'm talking about.
Passion has turned to obsession.
Oh,
the child is my son. Danger surrounds him, and it's never been so
Linda
real.
Hamilton.
Will you help me? Beauty and the Beast, Wednesday.
Beauty and Beast.
Monday, right after Major Dad.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
In an episode unseen for 33 years. Light up the holidays with the I Love Lucy Christmas special. Monday. Tuesday.
Everyone I've met believes in Santa Claus.
He discovered the town where Christmas lives, and to save it, he has to rediscover his heart. John Denver in The Christmas Gift. Tuesday.
We
got a zigzagged ship that'll make you sing. Ruffle zigzagged ridges got zigzag zing. Zigzag zing. Ruffle zigzagged ridges got a zing of their own. Put that zigzag zing in your zigzag zone. Zigzag zing. Zigzag zing. Ruffle zigzagged ridges gonna make you swing. Cause Ruffle and potato chips got zigzag zing.
Step on that monkey's feet.
Mazda announces some great news for truck buyers. Right now, you can beat the already outstanding value of the $67.95 Mazda SE5. Introducing Mazda SE5 Plus 5. $625 worth of extra features at no extra charge from Mazda. You get a bed liner, mud guards, sliding rear window, floor mats, and AM/FM stereo. That's a $625 value at no extra charge. But hurry, offer ends soon. Here comes the one, the delicious one. Heinz is the favorite one.
My daughter, the ketchup kid.
There's only one ketchup with this flavor pulling on. So big, so
And like honey, come on, that's all sugar.
Only one ketchup stands for this kind of thickness with this kind of
It's like
taste.
drinking
Heinz.
the big rich one.
Ketchup lovers, now try Heinz in the 64-ounce plastic bottle.
Wow, ketchup lovers.
Okay, Jonathan, we're sending you back in time. Before television, radio, even before soft drinks. Careful. Anything you do could change history. I'm correct. Activate time travel mode for the year 1885. Who's there? Hey, where's my Pepsi? Oh, no. He took it. Relax, Smith. What could 12 ounces of Pepsi possibly change? Yeah, what could happen?
Pepsi, the choice of a new generation.
I don't think that's going to happen. Pepsi sucks.
Yeah, Pepsi sucks.
Oh, it's not a Taurus, is it?
Now there's a car that just
Even worse.
Mercury is bringing a sophisticated new
Johanna dice, mate. Put you on a fucking dice. I told you under the dice and bug
Mercury, the shape you want to be in.
Victoria. But they finally found a substitute for the sweet roll.
Nutrigrain's new almond raisin.
What is it, nuts and twigs?
I want
Try
to die of a
almond
heart attack at
raisins.
42.
Weight
Come on.
loss like made with brown rice.
But there's no sugar in it. Herb, you're going to love the taste.
But I
Even though
love
it's...
diabetes. Oh, this tastes like sweet sawdust.
Hey, don't you have a story to
It's
write?
got the same texture, too.
Man eats healthy food and lives.
The amazing taste of Nutrigrain's new almond
Oh, he
raisin.
chucks it in the drawer and grabs his Danish. Anybody done any whitewater rafting? Anybody 1987? My best friend Brett and his mother took me and Brett and his little brother Troy and our friend James all to the American River of Northern California, and we went whitewater rafting down the American River.
And you are in.
It was fun. It was a blast. One of the most fun things I ever did when I was a kid.
Time for a credit
Awesome.
card that gives you a better deal.
Do
With
it.
the new Discover
The
card,
whitewater
you don't
raft.
have to pay an annual fee. In fact, we
Awesome.
pay you with money back on everything you buy. Money you can apply against your balance.
What? Still can't use the
Member
Discover
of Sears
card.
Financial Network.
Everywhere.
Look for more
We don't take
information in the
Discover
mail
card.
or national magazines.
It's still here, but nobody takes it. Hey, a commercial.
At the
ASPCA.
ASPCA, we give a voice to the voiceless. We fight for those who
There
can't.
you go.
And that's why we need your help. To shape laws, brave storms, raid puppy mills,
You know, these
crawl
are
under
one of those
houses,
tear
up roofs,
jerker
and fight to break the chain
commercials,
of abuse.
but they really do a lot.
Already,
And you
your
really should
donations
help
have
out
helped us fight
wherever
smoke
you
and
can. I help
flames,
out by
fly
taking
furry
in stray
passengers
dogs. I
out of
got
a
4
hurricane's
dogs
path,
that
and witness
needed
the look in
homes.
their eyes when they know they're finally safe. But to us,
as often
this
as I
ride
can,
is
I try
all
to help
worth
out
it.
the
For
little
this one,
fuzzy guys.
and this one,
So yeah, people,
and this one.
ASPCA,
But really,
good.
we're just
Helping animals, fantastic.
Clint Eastwood and his son Kyle.
Boom.
They're stepping out.
You'd like to go down to Nashville, you're all off for it?
Living life on the edge. passing down a legacy,
Wrestling at the ground law free.
fighting for a dream.
I don't think you have any shells in that shotgun.
Not a bit. It's an unforgettable network television premiere.
That's the life of a country singer.
Hockey Talk Man, 1 week from tonight.
Why change a good thing? That's what I asked when Oldsmobile redesigned the Delta 88. Oh, then I drove it. Wait till you see how it handles. It's front-wheel drive, too. But inside, plenty of room to stretch. Our Delta 88 is the family car. They didn't forget the family. Some things never change.
How are the car, Dad?
Some things never change.
6.9 financing on new Delta 88s. Finance rates will be higher as length of contract increases.
Irons are now black and decker. Travel line that goes in style. Keeping fresh press every mile. Black and decker. Self clean and you can't go wrong. Nothing else will work as long. Irons are now black and decker. And here's a line if you leave it on. It goes beep, beep. And if you don't turn, nothing's gonna burn because it turns itself off. Irons are now black and decker. Black and decker.
SOS introduces a glass cleaner that really works. Glassworks. Glassworks made with vinegar instead of ammonia. Cleans better than Windex. New Glassworks with vinegar cuts through the toughest greasy smudges faster and easier, so there's less work for you. And everything you clean
I'm always cleaning the outside of these windows in these vacation rentals where you can see the outline of the feathers
less
and
work.
a bird.
Maybe it works too well.
You know, he was stumbling around.
You're a part of
I've got a picture of one. It's like a perfect silhouette of a bird. The dust from its wings as it ripples like smack.
Your cat's a big part of your life, so make Purina Cat Chow brand cat food part of his life. It's all the nutrition cats need to help them live healthier, happier lives. What's more, veterinarians recommend it most. Purina Cat Chow, part of a healthier, happier life.
Superman 3. Tonight's ABC Sunday night movies will continue in a moment.
2 years ago, ABC brought you one of television's most highly acclaimed dramas.
Daddy, he makes me have sex with them.
On Monday, the Emmy-winning Something About Amelia, parental discretion advised. And now, from the same producers, an extraordinary new movie for the whole family.
Why does God hate me?
If ever there was a hero, it was Alex. The more her prospects dimmed, the finer and stronger she became. Alex, the life of a child. Wednesday.
That's a heavy trauma, man.
TV5 Eyewitness Newsbreak is sponsored by Radio 11, WWWE.
It's hard enough to watch that
I'm Roger Moore. Severe weather has hit parts of Ohio tonight. The tornado warnings have just been lifted in the Crawford and Richland County areas. We do have reports of some damage around Marysville in central Ohio. American journalists got their first close-up look at some of the damage done to Libyan military bases during last week's raid by U.S. bombers. The targets were heavily damaged, but cameras were not allowed inside the area thought to be the hardest hit. Now this.
Ever get the feeling some radio stations have a bunch of clowns reporting the morning news? Switch to Radio 11. We're all news, all morning.
In the Force Beat Baltimore, details at 11.
Excuse me, did you know that Wendy's now has breakfast sandwiches for under $1?
Stop scratching.
It's breakfast under $1 at Wendy's. 3 start-the-day sandwiches at a special low price. Fresh egg and cheese now only 69 cents.
That looks pretty plain.
Or bacon, egg, and cheese now only 99 cents.
Nowadays, it's got to look like
Even sausage, egg, and cheese still under $1. So hurry to Wendy's
it looks kind of healthy.
and get breakfast for under $1.
Wheel of Fortune,
Today, that'll be
weeknights at
$6
7.
for one of those.
And now we continue with Superman 3.
Is that the one with Richard Pryor in it?
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
It's just a right channel in this one. It's a stronger right channel.
What's taking you so long?
There's one taste that just can't be duplicated.
Michael, you just don't look yourself today.
Diet Pepsi. Taste that's generations ahead.
Dude. There we go.
I don't want to do this.
It'll be great.
I'll be scared.
Just think how glad you'll be when you're all done and maybe we'll all go to McDonald's.
I'll be glad when I'm done. I'll be glad when I'm done. I'll be.
He said maybe, though.
Think McDonald's.
He's a
Oh, I
liar.
wish I were already there. Instead of here, singing this song. Oh, I would have a big chocolate shake, a cheeseburger, and also fries. And I would eat my fries myself and not give any to my dumb brother. And also mine all boys. Oh, boy, my recital is almost done. It wasn't bad. I'm still alive. And now I can have my chocolate shake, my cheeseburger, and also fries.
Financial good news from today Chevrolet. Announcing low GMAC 7.9 annual percentage rate financing on every new Chevy car. 7.9 on Sprint, Spectrum, Nova, Quebec, Cavalier, Celebrity, Camaro, Monte Carlo, Caprice, Corvette. Low 7.9% financing on every Chevy car. Other rates are available and vary with length of contract. Financial good news from today Chevrolet.
My mother always took Anacin. So do I.
Anacin.
It's one of the few things we ever agreed on.
Anacin, doctor recommended for effective pain relief.
A couple of Anacin and the pain's gone.
That's it.
Fast.
Doctor recommended Anacin.
Try it. Feel the difference between Generex and regular Head and Shoulders. Generex tingles. Tells me it's doing more.
Both have dandruff medicine, but Generex adds an extra anti-itch medicine and conditioner, too.
Goodbye, Head and Shoulders. Hello, Generex.
Tuesday.
I'm a detective. Okay, you're on. Answer Addison.
When Dave helps a perfect stranger, he becomes a perfect gentleman.
Guess you can't blow your nose on these babies, huh?
They make a perfect couple.
Flesh was a disaster.
That's very nice, David.
On moonlighting. And when the dirty cop thinks he runs the street,
I'm going to be watching you, Officer Clayton.
it's time to shake up the system.
Easy, man. It's been through a rough night.
It's going to get a lot
Spencer for hire.
Spencer for hire. Tuesday.
I think I'm gonna start cutting carbs. I need to drop my belly fat.
Who are you?
If you want to drop
this dude, I don't like him. He's that Shark Tank guy, right?
Do you have any idea what a Ramy acrylic blend is?
Nope.
I don't, but I know enough to wash it in Woolite. Woolite won't shrink, stretch, or fade fine washable. No matter what they're made of.
Cramps again.
I trust Woolite.
This barbecue can't go on until we clean this messy grill.
Oh, that'll take forever.
Not with Easy Off. It turns burned-on grease soft, brown, and soapy. Just sponge and rinse.
Are you trying to poison your guests?
Easy Off makes grill cleaning fast and easy, too.
My mother always
Put
took
a little
Anacin.
elbow grease
So do
there
I.
in fancy pants.
It's one of the few things we ever agreed on.
Anacin, doctor recommended for effective pain relief.
A couple of Anacin and the pain's gone.
It works for me.
Fast.
Doctor recommended Anacin.
I didn't want my girlfriend to even know I had the wart.
Glenn tried improved Compound W. Used daily, it dissolves warts away quickly in just days. Prevents spreading, too.
Compound W really does work.
Improved Compound W. You can't buy a stronger wart remover.
That's a carbuncle. Like sands of the hour.
We will return for the second half of Days of Our Lives in just a moment.
Just lay it down. Time stops.
Tonight on Celebrity, they reach the top. But tonight, the secret they've kept hidden for 25 years will destroy them and the women who love them. Before it's over, one will kill, one will die, and only one will survive when the truth finally explodes. On the shocking conclusion of Celebrity, tonight.
Discover all you can see and do from Toronto's Best Western Carlton Place Hotel. Your host 7 days a week for only $22.50 US per person based on double occupancy.
This is an actual recording of the noise you've had to put up with on most AT&T long-distance calls all your life. And this is what it looks like. Now this, on the other hand, is a new U.S. Sprint line. See the difference? Twice as quiet thanks to fiber optics.
see the difference?
And we're already the largest fiber optic long-distance company in America. So call now, find out more, and save with U.S. Sprint, where every fiber optic call sounds like you're right next door.
Discover the difference. Jim Donovan, Channel 3 News.
Cleveland.
Why do I use Clorox bleach instead of bargain bleaches? It's better.
Advertising tells you to.
Look, Clorox filters out impurities most bargain bleaches leave in. Only Clorox did something about splashing with its unique splash guard spout. No bargain bleach has it. And Clorox gives you a choice, regular
So spend twice as much
or fresh scent.
for the same shit.
Better quality. Splash guard spout, regular or fresh scent. Make Clorox the better bleach.
Jeez, don't pour so fucking quick, you twit.
I think there are 3 nevers to being a winning coach. Never let the press pick your starting quarterback. Never take a last place team lightly. And really, no matter what the score, never let them see you sweat.
That's what new Dry Idea aerosol is all about. Maximum control. It keeps you drier than the leading aerosol.
Everyone feels pressure. Winners don't let it show.
Yeah.
Dry Idea. Never let them see you sweat.
Winners never quit, quitters never
Professor,
win.
what's the greatest advance in the 20th century?
Saran wrap.
Saran wrap?
Sure, it's strong, it cleans, it protects, even in a microwave. Moist, tasty, hot. Wow!
Saran wrap. Nothing protects food better. Peggy Fox, would your glass cleaner clean lipstick without streaking?
That's pretty cool.
Try
I like
Glass
that old
Plus.
video.
Mrs. Fox has never used Glass Plus before.
The horizontal hole.
Great.
Glass Plus cleans glass.
Hey,
Plus a whole lot more.
Now, perfect polished nails in seconds. Lee press-on nails in fashion colors. Press-on color, no messy polish. Press-on color, no drying time. Press-on color, no chipping ever. Lee press-on nails in fashion colors. Everything you need for longer, polished nails. Lee Super Stick tabs and 20 Lee press-on nails in a variety of sizes. Available in a rainbow array of today's popular colors. So press on. Lee press-on nails now in fashion colors.
Milky does.
Hey, milk it does a body.
Milky does a body good.
It's one to grow on.
Great for our frosty cold and furthermore.
It's full of what you're thirsty for. Ow.
It is.
It makes you feel good because it tastes so great. It really does a body good.
Pass it on.
Milk it does.
Milky does a body good. Milky does a body good.
Milk. This is before they got milk.
You say you're getting tired of lettuce and tomato hamburgers in this town that don't
look who it
quite
is.
make it? Yeah!
Jason
you see
Alexander
once, you like
before
your hamburger hot and your lettuce and tomato cool and
Seinfeld.
crisp all at the
He
same
did a bunch
time.
of low budget weird
Well, I say, you got
crap,
I'm talking
college
McDonald's new lettuce
frat
and tomato
movie type
hamburger,
shit.
the McDLT. I'm talking quarter pound of beef on the hot side.
And the hot stays hot.
The new McDLT.
He was a weird little guy, but he was sure talented.
The cool side. And the cool stays cool. The new McDLT. Cool crisp. The beef stays hot. The cool stays crisp. Put it together, you can't resist.
So many actors got famous doing these singing commercials.
McDLT.
You know,
McDLT.
how many famous people did the Dr. Pepper thing, right?
LT.
It's a good time.
Hot beefy McD.
For the great taste. Cool crisp LT of McDonald's. Could be the best tasting lettuce and tomato hamburger ever.
Never. Did that last one? No.
To learn more about the noted author of The Secret Garden and other children's classics, the Library of Congress
Hello, I'm
suggests
Derek
three books:
Jacobi.
The Secret Garden, A Little
I'm an older
Princess,
British prick
both by
who
Frances
knows
Hodgson
better,
Burnett,
so listen
and a
to me.
biography, Frances Hodgson Burnett, by Phyllis Bixler. These and many other interesting books are waiting for you in your local library and bookstore. Visit them. They'll be happy to help you read more about it.
Yeah, go to the library, man.
Knock, knock.
Monday.
Hey, Major Dad.
Knock.
Who's there?
He's Major Dad. And he's
That's
a
a
real
good show.
train.
Look, I'm not a
Tuesday.
military, but I
An
love
officer
German
is shot.
Who helps cops when they're in trouble?
An extraordinary story of courage and caring on an all-new Rescue 911. On Jake and the Fat Man.
Jake.
McCabe and the kid targeted by the mob are stranded on a deserted island, and only Jake can save them. Wednesday.
From CBS News, this is Health Watch. If you're thinking of going to a tanning parlor this winter,
I don't want to
think
be
again.
healthy.
The reason after this.
Well, you got to wait to find out why
There's
not
what
to go to the...
inside this cold reliever? Liquid. New Comtrex Liquid Gel. Liquid cold medicine inside an easy-to-swallow gelatin shell for relief of all these symptoms. New Comtrex Liquid Gel. The all-new way to get fast Comtrex relief.
You may have heard that the ultraviolet rays, which give you a tan, are closely linked with skin cancer and premature skin aging. But they may also injure your eyes, possibly causing cataracts and damaged retinas. The concentrated radiation in a tanning booth is especially dangerous. If you use a tanning machine, the American Medical Association says be sure to wear special yellow protective glasses. But the AMA's main recommendation is avoid tanning machines altogether.
There you go.
I'm Dr. Bob Arnott for Health Watch.
Cool. And of course, lobbyists came in.
Is
They don't do that anymore. You have to, you're not allowed to say don't go to tanning places.
I want to sit down here. Oh, thanks for lovely stuff. Are we going to go along?
Put a sign,
Tonight.
and then
Could I
we're
come
good.
to wear? Yeah. You're so earrings. This is pretty. It's okay. Not so. Do I look funny?
Oh, I'm sure Mommy looks wonderful now. All you have to be is you. Liz Claiborne, the fragrance.
Wow.
Now at Higbee's.
Higbee's.
Now, Bob, everybody knows the news department has to work on Christmas, so we've got to spread some Christmas cheer and here. Merry Christmas, everybody! It's me, Robin Claus. Look at him rushing up. So happy holidays, everybody, and gosh, won't somebody take this fruitcake off my hands?
Akron, Ohio talent.
See you later. Hey, no problem. I love fruitcake.
Another Christmas miracle.
I love fruitcake.
Tonight at 11, bureaucratic problems in trying to help the homeless.
Bureaucratic problems. Isn't that always the case? Don't try to fix the problems that cause homelessness. Just point your finger at the homeless and go,
Don't
damn
drink
you.
and drive. A public service message from ABC.
Peter Jennings. He has the overseas experience no other can match. He's reported from 98 countries. He's been tested under fire. He knows the workings of the foreign mind. Now, more than ever, turn to ABC's World News Tonight with Peter Jennings.
Coming up next on Eyewitness News at 11, reports of tornado damage right here in Ohio tonight. Tom Castlemeyer is tracking the storm.
Has an F-111 like this one been recovered from the ocean floor and turned over to the Russians?
It's getting down to the wire for this man who's seeking an unheard-of fifth term as governor of Ohio. We'll have an update on the race for governor.
And these guys have good reason to be parading around the Coliseum. A look at the fourth blowout of the blast. Good evening, I'm Michelle Holden.
And I'm Roger Morris. Eyewitness News at 11 is next.
1986 Century Limited, loaded with options, under $13,000 and 3.9% financing. Tomorrow at Spitzer Buick in Parma.
Working hand, helping hand. Hands that got to boogie along. At McDonald's, our hands are busy. The biscuits for you.
McDonald's buttermilk biscuit sandwiches. Sizzling sausage or bacon, a fresh egg, and melted cheese.
Taking breakfast on the hand all over. It's a good time for the great days of McDonald's.
Fresh baked biscuits, our way of lending a hand.
Gosh.
When I come to Toronto, I come to play.
Chuck Mangione.
When I come to Toronto, I come to play.
Those are the two biggest stars they can
Monday
get
at
for
5.
Toronto.
Live from Ohio's News Channel, this is TV5 Eyewitness News with Roger Morris, Michelle Holmes, Tom Castlemeyer, Mike Hostetler, and the Eyewitness News team.
Good evening, I'm Roger Morris. Tornado warnings have just been lifted for parts of the TV5 viewing area. There has been some damage around Ohio, either by tornadoes, have not yet been confirmed, or by high winds. The damage is in the Marysville area. Barns destroyed, power lines still out, but no injuries. Just last night, meteorologist Tom Castlemeyer was saying that tornadoes can happen any minute, anywhere in Ohio this time of year. You were right.
Last night we focused in on Texas. Tonight it's Ohio. It can be anywhere during the month of April. And we'll take a look at the map now and show you exactly where most of the activity occurred this evening. A town called Marysville, 30 miles northwest of Columbus. South central portions of the state really got pounded today as a couple of different air masses came together. Cool air filtering out of Canada. It'll be quite chilly around here tomorrow. Warm, moist air surging out of the Gulf, coming together along a frontal system. But the thing that really mixed it up this evening and sparked the severe weather was an area of low pressure that we watched move out of the northeastern portions of Arkansas, right up along the Ohio River into southwestern sections of the state. And as that low pressure area moved along the front and triggered with that mixing of air masses, some powerful thunderstorms developed right over the central part of the state. The storm will continue to move up to the northeast, and then by later in the evening, about the next hour or so, it'll be east of us, and conditions will be improving greatly. For the rest of the evening, Roger, we're just looking for thunderstorms to taper off and just some scattered showers. The upcoming week promises to return to wintertime, so forget about the thunderstorms for a while. In the next couple of hours, we'll update you that a little bit later.
Okay, we'll see you a little later on the newscast. Right. Tom Castlemeyer, thank you.
Go indoors, rise up, beckoning you inside. The sleek stainless steel DeLorean. Beautifully crafted for long life. The DeLorean is one of the most awaited automobiles in automotive history. Drive the DeLorean. Trying to find the Nintendo games you want can be a lot like being in a Nintendo game.
Another day.
Come on, you can end up looking in all the wrong places.
Oh, no.
Stand back, son. Or you can go to Toys R Us. Toys R Us has the world's biggest selection of Nintendo games and accessories at everyday low prices.
Next time, let's just come to Toys R Us.
Yeah!
There's a certain kind of person who's always working to do things better. At Bank One, we have 9,000 of them.
Fucking advertising, man. You're just full of shit. Imagine what that really sounded like, right?
It's nice outside. Think I'll go on a ride.
Gonna hit the road with an important load.
My Power Wheels got a freewheeling feel. And it's so
The size of the battery on that fucking thing must have been
Power Wheels, Power Wheels, Power make it go.
It's a Power Wheel Zoomer, a vroom vroom broomer.
Power Wheels, Power Wheels, Power make it go.
Power Wheels ride-ons run on rechargeable batteries. Minimal assembly required. Each sold separately. Presenting the Flying McNugget, the McDonald's Chicken McNuggets, the barbecue sauce, the action.
My mother always told me I'd go far.
This is a hot act.
It's a good time for the great taste.
You guys always make dipping such a big production.
You can wish upon a star fairy and make your dreams come true. Sunday has secret magic. Each soul separate. Buster is the princess. I love you, Harry.
But I love the nostalgia.
I can wish for my secret wishes. Spike helps with my work. Thanks. You can wish upon a star fairy. I love you. Make your dreams come true.
Mystic Sparkle and Spice come with costume, rings, wand, brush, and posing stand. Each sold separately. From Tonka.
Can't find no star fairies around.
And for this year's best show pony,
We won! We won! I knew we could do it.
Cabbage Patch?
Now Cabbage Patch Kids have their own purebred show pony.
A pony! Wow!
get the registration papers.
And you can name them yourself. I think we'll call him
Cost a lot of cabbage.
Pony Ride! Step right up and get your pony ride.
The Cabbage Patch Kids show ponies. Some come with Cabbage Patch Kids in special Western gear. It's a Radio Shack Merry Christmas.
Radio Shack. Now we're talking.
Christmas. Dad gave me my first shortwave radio from Radio Shack. What memories. This Christmas, we got our son's color computer 3 from Radio Shack. It hooks right up to our TV and was on sale for less than $130. The Color Computer 3 makes learning fun. Jimmy even lets me use it for word processing when he's been playing computer games. Lucky I still got my shortwave.
Save $70 on the sale-priced Color Computer 3, only at Radio Shack.
King size. 2 king-size glossy prints of every picture at one low price within 24 hours, or you get them free at Medic, 7 days a week.
4 days only. Just 4 days for the Fredder Appliance in the store warehouse sale. 4 days this Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Don't spend more than $163 for this 19-inch color portable TV, or $237 for this Magnavox VHS video cassette recorder.
The Fredder Appliance 4-day in the store warehouse sale. 4 big days this Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
4 days of low prices.
Don't be a
just for
fretter.
you.
Shop better.
Modern hospitals may look the same, but they sure don't treat you the same. For instance, can you name a hospital that saves seniors like myself 20% on inpatient stays with a no-deductible, no-co-payment plan? Lakewood Hospital does. And that Money Saver is just one of the many services in Lakewood's special senior care program. Call 333-CARE, and they'll send you a free booklet all about it.
Here you are, Mr. Miller.
They're nice people, too.
Alcoholism is a spiritual, mental, and physical disease that is destroying the very fibers of family life in the black community. The majority of black alcoholics are not welfare cases. They are everyday working people. Help is available. Please call Alcoholism Services of Cleveland, 391-2300.
Center if you got an alcohol problem.
Join the G.I. Joe team as they furiously battle the evil forces of Cobra in The Revenge of Cobra. G.I. Joe! It's the most exciting action-adventure movie you've ever seen. It's G.I. Joe against Cobra, the enemy. Fight to save G.I. Joe and The Revenge of Cobra. Watch it.
Watch the action Friday morning at 10 on WUAB.
Now, it's here. The excitement, the adventure of a new force at breakfast. We'll call them C-3POs. New C-3PO cereal from Kellogg's. Twin rings phased together. For 2 crunches in every double O. A delicious part of this nutritious breakfast. Now you can experience the taste of Kellogg's C-3POs.
They're just Cheerios.
Hi, Grandma.
Oh, how nice and that the milk.
Cheerios.
Whoa, Warren Bentley's getting heavy.
Everyone, we have an announcement. Lauren.
There's a new member of the family. I've adopted Wendy Lucille.
Congratulations.
That's such a large family. Well, I wanted to have my family while I was still young.
The Cabbage Patch Kids
Toddlers
by
and tiaras.
Coleco.
That's a horrible show.
If you're searching for fun for your little girls and boys, and you're finding high prices but not finding toys, and you're sad and you're blue, and you're tired running around, the Lionel Kitty City turned that frown upside down. We got directions, no place is true. Lionel Kitty City makes it easy for you. The prices and selection are among the best around. The Lionel Kitty City turned that frown upside down.
Lionel Kitty City.
You can see it in her eyes.
I'm going to cry.
The doubts we all go through. We'll see you through those unsure looks just staring back at you.
You're a creep. Get away
When you're
from
ready
me.
for contact lenses, trust the Pearl team of experts for the right lenses and a comfortable fit.
This in your eye.
You'll see it in her eyes. That look you'll always prize. Nobody cares
He's got glasses on.
more than her.
There's a certain kind of person who's always working to do things better. At Bank One,
A certain kind of
we have
person that's always
9,000.
smiling. They scare me. Like that lady last night, man. She was a kook and she was smiling. Man. I'll wackadoo, wackadoo. Bank One.
4 days only. Just 4 days for the Fredder Appliance in the
We
store
saw
warehouse
this Fredder
sale.
Appliance commercial. What
4
are they
days
trying to
this
do
Friday,
us?
Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Don't spend more than $163 for this 19-inch color portable TV, or $237 for this Magnavox VHS video cassette recorder.
What's this?
The Fredder Appliance 4-day in the store warehouse sale. 4 big days this Friday, Saturday,
I guess
Sunday, and
If they're going
Monday.
to repeat commercials, it
4
feels
days
like you're
of
really
low
watching
prices
something.
just for you.
To help them in the never-ending battle against the evil Decepticons, the Autobots create a new breed of robots.
Autobots, Dinobots. The acid somebody must have taken to create this kind of shit. Yeah, man. Take machines, they'll turn into stuff. Yeah.
Yes, it's time to come into Castle Wistar, our home in the clouds. Sparkle Ice and granting wishes of that. Now
We get close to Christmas. I mean, it seems like
Dark berries sold separately.
they're trying to sell us Christmas toys here.
Now we can dance. There's only one thing I love more than dancing. What? Making wishes
I'm gonna have
come
to say
true.
New Castle Wistar comes with bed, bath, throne, and maypole. Your parents put it together from Tonka.
We started from scratch to create new Pillsbury's best cookies. Think we're bragging? Just put our cookie where your mouth is.
Toll House.
Now there are even more ways to care for your Cabbage Patch Kids. There are soft quilted travel beds for kids on the go.
Would you like her paper?
Absolutely.
The chocolate chips.
Cabbage Patch Kids collapsible playpens to keep your kids from wandering off.
Cute. He's gonna be a lifeguard too.
And even Cabbage Patch Kid carry packs to make transporting your kids easier.
Cabbage Snatch.
I can play with my little pony there. My little pony, Dream Castle, a beautiful place to comb their pretty hair.
My little friggin' pony.
Dream Castle, a lovely throne and Spike the Dragon too. My little pony, Dream Castle, little pony, it's all for you.
Reminds me of
I love you, my little pony.
My Little Pony Dream Castle comes with My Little Pony Majesty. Other ponies sold separately from Hasbro.
Dragon. MTV's influence.
Now get Nintendo Power 12 times a year. 6 great issues plus 6 free strategy guides on a hot new game. That's twice the power for still $15. Wow, call now.
Yeah, talking Peter Gabriel stuff.
I would be honored if you and Sadie Ann visited my home.
Now there are special Cabbage Patch Kids called World Travelers, and they come dressed in the clothes of the country they like best.
Here they are.
They all have official U.S. passports with their own numbers.
Cabbage Patch Kids.
And all World Travelers come with special clothes, tote bags, T-shirts, and travel information.
Like you.
I tell you what, I drove all over northern Nevada.
Here's Ronald McDonald in
Working out.
It's a good time for getting in
Buzz
shape.
Lightyear.
Being the best that you can. Making muscles where there were none. That's all part of the plan. Ronald's lifting weights. Gee, that's me.
Mainly because I wasn't
McDonald's cheeseburgers.
She never really asked for stuff.
It's a good time
Hamburger, you'll never shape up.
for the great taste of McDonald's.
McDonald's commercials.
Sweet secret, sweet secret.
So you have a sweet secret too? It's beautiful jewelry to everyone else, but it turns into playthings when you're by yourself. A jewelry box for your sweet secret friends turns into a house where the fun never ends.
so much inside. The perfect place for sweet secrets to hide.
That's it. Tours for the advertising. They just turn us out.
Sweet Secrets Jewelry Box comes with everything you see here, from the loop.
Here's what the fashion-minded Cabbage Patch Kid will be wearing this year.
Beautifully made. Oh, it's an original Cabbage Patch.
Cabbage Patch Fun Furs for going out fancy.
Enjoy dinner. Love it.
George Costanza's mom.
And for fun at bedtime, there are Cabbage Patch Kids costume sleepers.
Say goodnight, kids.
With a footprint so you know it's an original.
Good night, Teddy.
Cabbage Patch Kids Fun Furs and Sleepers for every Cabbage Patch Kid.
After making the commercial.
Did you see the latest Nintendo newsletter?
Whoa, nice graphics. I'd like to get my hands on that game.
You mean you haven't played it yet? We can play it on my Nintendo Entertainment System.
Dude.
It's The Legend of Zelda, and it's really rad. Those creatures from Guyana are pretty bad. Octoroks, Tektites, Levers, too.
Wow.
But with your help, our hero pulls through.
My daughter's playing
Zelda
Zelda this summer, and it's like totally unreal. It's so real.
The Nintendo Entertainment System. Your parents help you hook it up. The Legend of Zelda sold
Your
separately.
parents help you. Yeah, right. Nowadays, the kids are like, get out of here. I can hook it up.
You can win a GoBox.
The dumbing down of children. Get your parents to do it for you.
Grand prize, every GoBox toy. There are 250,000 prizes in all.
It's the back road, Sideshow. It's my poor little pound puppies. They had no one to love them. Pound puppy, you were
Why don't you go adopt a real dog? You know?
What's your mom and you're my one and only. Pound puppy, you're my one and only puppy love.
Pound puppies are so cuddly soft, they feel real. Each sold separately. You can name them.
Next pop
And for a few dollars more, send for a name tag, stickers, and owner's certificate.
Pound puppy, you're my one and only puppy love.
From Tonka.
Just flush your money down the toilet.
Quiet on Sleepy Street. When up in your cars with the earthquake beat. Smoking shakers, shaking up the town. Smoking shakers, smoking all around. Now, big baby rattle and big baby smoke. Smoking, shaking up the whole Sleepy Street is now wide awake. Smoking, shaking, rattle and shake, shaking up the town. Smoking shakers,
Smoking Shakers by Ertl. If you're still shopping
Now you gotta
supermarket
go to a
weekly
pop store and buy
specials,
Smoking
hold
Shakers.
on to your wallet, because for every price they drop, they raise others to pay for it. Lower one price, raise another. Down, up, save, move. It's enough to throw even the smartest shopper for a loop. But there's one way to bring the cost of your food bill down without all the ups. No specials, just absolute minimum pricing on everything every day. Shop the new Giant Eagle. It sure beats getting taken for a ride.
Tempt your tummy? Hey, we like our cornflakes.
Oh, yeah. But your tummy needs tempting. With honey and nuts. We've come to tempt your tummy with a taste of nuts and honey. It's honey of the loaf. It's honey nut cherry.
Now make another shape of an 8 and call it Crazy
It's really good.
Crunchy, too.
Honey Nut Bee, you've got one honey of the love.
It's honey nut cherry.
Leader one, beware. The monster GoBots are on the rampage. Each zone separately. Scorn, before the deadly tail. Kinship, the fiendish creation of Psychill. And Vamp, so scary it even scares itself.
All right, after the next commercial. I'm gonna run to the boys. Hideous.
Monster GoBot.
GoBots.
The Cabbage Patch Kids Coasters, friends for kids and boys and girls. As the story goes, they bring you luck with a squish of their tail. A coaster's like a friend who does things really easy.
Like in a checkers game, you hardly ever get beat.
And when nothing's working right, and you're ready to give in, you win!
Coasters come with their own registration papers and ID collars that carry the names you give them.
When a coaster's by your side, it's like a little bit of luck.
If it goes on your floor, we have it at Carpet Barn and Tile House. And we have it for less, like quality Congolium no-wax vinyl flooring. The durable vinyl no-wax surface protects the color and pattern without polish, so you enjoy the beauty without the trouble of waxing. We'll install it in 12-foot width to eliminate seams in your 9x12 kitchen for only $199. Beautify your kitchen.
What will the future bring from Nintendo? More hits like Super Mario Brothers. Arcade hits like Kung Fu. Nintendo has the most video game hits. Hogan's Alley, Duck Hunt, and more like baseball and Excite Bike. And you can play them only on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Now you're playing with power.
Hi.
Well, how'd you do your hair? Jumper cable? How do you say I'm doing?
Fuck you, Dad. Asshole.
What I say?
You're a dick.
Sorry.
I want a divorce.
Never heard. Hallmark presents the Kids with Love Cards. A wonderful way to tell kids anything from you're doing great.
Why don't you just be a
to
nice
you're
guy?
online.
Here, honey, this made me think of you. It's a scarecrow.
Making every word ring true. You're growing up so fast that I sometimes forget
picture of his
you're not a
ass.
little kid anymore. I'm sorry if I treated you like one. Love, Daddy. Dad.
Gosh, Daddy. You're still a jerk. Can I have your credit card?
Hallmark has a way.
Here, Olive, I bought you a little something, too.
It's the old bride club.
Reading. A tiny little division of Hallmark. Hallmark? Nice. I tried to pin down what you wanted for your birthday, but unfortunately, he was much stronger than I was. Oh, Edith, you cracked me up.
Oh, Edith, you cracked me up, dearie. Don't you know?
Shoebox readings. If you go for cards like these, you gotta go to Hallmark.
Man, you're a
That's
kook.
the case. There better be a man in there.
I'm Johnny Chun. He's just a regular guy who finds a mistake in his computer and ends up in the middle of an international spy ring. The funniest spy caper ever, tonight on Saturday night.
What show was he on? It was Murphy Brown. Dallas. Was she doing Murphy Brown?
The famous Teddy Z. Monday.
That answers that question.
16-bit arcade graphics.
Genesis. I have this system.
16-bit sports action.
You can't do this on Nintendo. Genesis.
Does.
Genesis.
Does.
Genesis.
That was a good system.
Genesis does.
Get Joe Montana free, Pat Riley free, Buster Douglas free, Super Monaco GP free, or Collins free. What Nintendo? Buy a 16-bit Genesis system between now and October 31st and get an extra game.
Hallmark has a special way to capture the memories of this Christmas. The 1989 carousel ornament.
Boy, Hallmark just
Four beautifully detailed horses.
crap.
Each week a new horse is available for just $3.95 for each $10
grandmother had
Hallmark purchase.
so much
Only at your local participating Hallmark store. A new horse each week. Collect all four because the years may pass, but the memories always come back around.
Those horrible perfume jars shaped like things. Man. Looks like there's not going to be any more commercials. I'm going to run it to John real quick before this is over. Be right back.
Where do they keep the sunshine that can brighten someone's day? When you want to pull a heartstring, mend your fences with a friend. Where do you look for the laughter that you knew from way back when? Hallmark has a way to make somebody say, bringing out the very best in you. When you let go, let them know Blue colors from the heart come shining through. Shining through. Hallmark has a way to make somebody when you're close, when you're apart, know that you can see your heart has a way somebody when you care enough to send a very
Watch Zelda become a legend on your Nintendo Entertainment System.
Zelda!
Which way to go?
Good time. Pinhead! Lever! Zelda! Zelda! Zelda!
The Legend of Zelda. A never-ending adventure new for your Nintendo Entertainment System.
Zelda!
The Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots face their battles to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons. Transformers.
I sure wish I had some more coffee.
Transformers. Wow.
Commander! Call it an Insecticon later!
Transformers, more than meets the eye.
Yeah. More video games.
Power glove for your NES. Now you and the games are one.
Technology just wasn't there yet. Alright. So let's say stop this, go back here, and let's see who our show was. R1s right here. R1s. So go to R1s and subscribe as I have done. Like the video as I have done. I'll at some point, there's a playlist where you can find these, so I'll be sure to go there and find these guys. R1s. And then Panoni 14 is the one who brought us the news, and then Sable TV. I've gone there, liked their videos, subscribed, because this is like a community, you know. So I like the idea of having a, you know, kind of a helpful connection with everybody, and hoping that someone's going to like and subscribe and share my content, as weird as it is, and as off the wall as it is. This is me. This is my life. This is my content. It's just about 8 o'clock, so we'll be wrapping it up here soon. Let's see. So, in conclusion, so last night, open mic was a moderate technical success. It was about 50% of where it should be. So I'm going to be trying out new things here and doing a bunch of live tests with different sound setups, different musical instruments, and some amplification live mic'd along with a microphone, and see what I can do to make things come out correctly. At some point, I may go out and do something. Things are starting to get kind of tight right now with my morning YouTube schedule and work and my daughter's graduation and going out of town for things. So, yeah, and then the whole physicality of doing the Monday night thing is all starting to catch up with me. So, pills. So what I really need to do is go back to the drawing board and rethink my schedule and what it is I'm going to be able to do on a regular basis without extending myself farther than those in the medical profession would allow me to do normally, right? So, which is probably why I'm in so much pain today, and why my body is starting to revolt against me. Say, man, what are you doing? God, you doing all this shit? You don't do all this shit normally. Why are you doing this shit, man? You're gonna hurt yourself. And I pretty much feel like I have. Yeah. And that's just unfortunate, you know. Let's see, I am over here clicking and clicking and clicking and setting up the closing sequence, which should be happening at some point here this morning. So let's see. The last camera that I got was a cheap camera that the guy shipped poorly. Just dropped it into a bag and chucked it in the mailbox. So of course it got here in horrible condition, and it has kind of a flicker thing where every once in a while it goes to dark, right? So now I have to figure out what the issue with that is. It the camera? Is it the connection? You know, or the pins wiggly? I don't know what. So I got to look into that. And then I saw another one on eBay that was pretty cheap, and I could probably make a bid on it, right? So there's that. And my sound. I'm really just going to have to hunker down and map out exactly how the sound is going to work, so that I don't keep having these horrible audio events, right? It wasn't, I couldn't get the guitar loud enough because the mics were just so overbearing through my system from their PA. The sound that they were producing through the PAs and the speakers and stuff, that sounded great. When it made it through into here, it was horrible. And I just futzed with it and did the best I could with what I had. So it was all kind of frustrating. So I may actually have to take a week off of doing the open mic thing just so that I can, retool this audio thing, possibly rethink the whole idea of going out on a Monday night, because the weekends are really busy for me, right? And a lot of times Sundays and Mondays are really busy. And to have to be really busy on Sunday and then be up early Monday morning and then really busy on Monday and then busy Monday night, it's a little bit more than this old guy can handle at this point. I retired from doing handyman stuff and the trades and got into cleaning houses because physically I just was done with the whole, being the guy with the tools, up and down ladders, lifting a lot of heavy materials. I just got over it. It's like, why am I doing this? There's no reward. There's very little money. The reward sucks. People always want to try to get a deal. And I can clean houses at a fixed price and know that I can clean a house really quick and do a better job than most, right? So there you go. Easy peasy. I tried to take my hard drive here, an external hard drive, and I dumped a lot of stuff off of it and tried to create room for recording. I hooked it up and I got no disk. It said no disk. So that was kind of frustrating. So now I have to figure out how do I record and how do I key up graphics, right? So there's that. So at some point, I'm probably going to put together a comprehensive list of answers or questions for the black magic people to try to figure out the ins and outs of my video and all of that. I doubt I'm going to get help with the audio without them wanting to sell me a bunch of black magic equipment that I can't afford. This is a hobby. This isn't a business. I'm not here to charge people for my services as much as a lot of people want to think that that's what I'm doing. I hand them my business card, right? And I tell them, this is my hobby card. This is a hobby. I don't do a business. It's not. As soon as I start thinking about this as a money-making thing, it's going to become a bummer. And I'm just going to say, fuck it. Bureaucracy gets involved. Money gets involved. And it just becomes a pain in the ass when people are demanding something for their money. It's like, if I make something for somebody, it's going to be because I want to create something, and that's it. Here's a piece of art for you. If you turn me on to something after that, that's fine. It's like a courteous reciprocation thing. I'm not looking to hand someone a bill or give somebody an estimate. This video is going to call you X. I got a set price for these kind of videos. I don't want to do that. I'm an amateur videographer / old kook who just likes to play around with video. So I want to get back into the whole video end of making videos, right? Because that's where the fun is. The live stuff is cool. It's fun. I love doing this. I can start to, if I do too much outside the home, it's going to take away from the production value of what I'm doing on the channel. I may decide to get a nice tripod and microphone for my daughter's Apple phone that she gave to me, and then just hook that up and use that for open mic and keep this stuff at home for home production or for very special productions live. If I can't get it to work out the way I want to, on a regular basis, then what's the point, right? I'm pretty sure I can. But the house is starting to wake up. So, we've got a few more minutes left. We might as well we'll think about wrapping it up here for today, dearie. Don't you know I mean, this phone just doesn't like to work anymore because it's just so old and out of date, out of storage, and it just needs upgrades and updates and shit that it won't take anymore because there's no memory, there's no cloud storage, no phone memory. As soon as I dump everything off of it, it says, you're screwed. You still got nothing. So there you go. Let's see. Was there anything else that I wanted to talk about this morning? I don't think so. Is anyone still there? Am I saying goodbye to myself? This dog. Look at that dog. Look at that dog. It's just adorable. She's just passed out. So, well, at least I get to find out how long I get to pass out for. I know I've got to be up to take my daughter to the college to do a few things. So that is going to, that's going to keep me out of the house for a few minutes and awake. So I better get into that, right? Let's see. Do we want to do anything else? No? Oh, I know. I've got to pull out some paperwork and run it into town. Crap. track. I guess I better do that right away. Right? Shoot. I hate filling out paperwork. It just sucks. Just sucks. Well, gotta keep that insurance. As old and as feeble and as infirmed as I am, I better have insurance. Not that I trust doctors as far as I can throw them, but hey, you know, just in case I slip into a coma, at least they can put me in a room somewhere and hook me up. Unplug me, please. Please unplug me. Don't let them poke me anymore, please. Yeah. So anyway, last night, ow, I'm destroyed. My body doesn't like doing this much. And it makes my insomnia worse. I could not sleep last night. I got maybe an hour, over like 3 hours. I maybe got an hour in there somewhere, total. Combined, minutes here, minutes there, because I was just up, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah, fucking horrible. So now I need to deal with paperwork. I get it into town. I take my daughter to town before I can even think about relaxing. All right, so it looks like the my house is getting busy for today, so I am going to call it quits. And that will do it for us today, people. So here are the end credits to my show. And I hope you've enjoyed the show. Peace, love, and I'll see you mañana. Thanks for coming by, people. I really appreciate you hanging out. If anyone's still there, goodbye.